The woods. Teleport to the woods. Hello. Oh shit, I'm covering up my man. My bad, I shouldn't have done that. That's mean. There he is. That's oomph. That's awful. I'm sorry. How are we doing today? How's stuff? I can't see chat yet, so don't be too fast telling me. Ugh, they got the Yuri trees? They do straight up got the Yuri trees. That shit's tough. I'm sleepy. I'm sleepy, I ain't gonna lie. Nice pick you made for the announcement. Thank you. I think that's a good one. I like that one. I think I kind of cooked. That was not bad. So yeah. Hello, Big Snello. Hello. What? My body feels good because HRT, but bad because illness. That is fair. That's a bummer. I went to bed at 5:30 in the morning last night, which isn't a great thing to do. I mentioned like last stream, I was like, yo, I gotta wrap things up. Yuri? Yeah, Yuri. Low-key Yuri is why the stream is late as well. Because the board game night took a gay direction. Oh shit, I'm playing the wrong... This is the wrong playlist. Well, first of all... Yo, I love Talisman. Talisman's a good-ass board game. That 5 hour. We had a 5 hour game of Talisman. That shit's awesome. That shit is so tough. My character died. I died. Talisman's great. Talisman's such a good game. I kept like just everything that could have gone wrong for me went wrong. And then I died, and then I had the absolute best second life ever, but it didn't matter. I was fucked up. I was a monk. In my second round of Talisman, I was a monk. And I basically like min-maxed in strength, which you'd think would be weird for a monk, but it actually works really well in game. So I become an incredibly swole monk, who could teleport because I had an item that let me do that. And also I cast a hex on the chapel. So I'm like the anti-monk. It was awesome. Oh. Also, I'm not gonna lie, I hope you don't mind. I can't stay here because family stuff, but I hope you all have a Yuri full day. We will! It's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna give it a minute before I boot up the game, by the way, because, I got coffee on. I did the thing. See, this is the thing. I'm like, oh, damn, I'm a little late sorting out the stream. What if I made myself even later? What if I had a little treat? My bad. Oops. I didn't mean to do all that. I did mean to do all that. That was on purpose. But yeah. Also, oh, dude, I had a fucked up dream last night. This is pissing me off. I keep having dreams that are way too normal. I had a dream last night where I was at some weird game convention, and I bought a used Xbox 360 and a CRT for $30 each. Actually, in hindsight, buying a used Xbox 360 is kind of a dangerous game, because it could be red ringed. But still, I was pissed off. I woke up and I was like, dude, I would have liked that. Low-key grumpy. Low-key kind of grumpy for that. Can I hear my coffee? I'm gonna check if my coffee is done. I tried to stretch, but I forgot I was holding my headphones, so I couldn't stretch. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I'm not 100% with it today, but it don't matter. Wah. I got some work done, though, so it's all good. It's all good. I got some RBY Ubezing. Licky Tongue, you stay there and make sure nobody evil. Alright, 1 minute. No. Is it big yellowing time? Yeah. I'm still waiting on my coffee. But it's alright. I'm evil. Lickitung cannot stop me. Why'd I say it like that? They are too feeble. Lickitung is quite feeble. You never know. They might have set up everything. They might be at +6 right now. Let me pull out the video game. Oh, actually, okay. You know, actually, I'm gonna save this story for later on when there's more people, because I am molding over something that happened in the board game, and I want a second opinion. Okay. Okay. Let me unmute the game. Let me know if the volume is cool. We left on a bit of a cliffhanger last time, and that was pretty spooky. So let me know if the game is too loud. If it's the loudest game ever, oops. That's mean of me. My controller plugged in? Is it? What? It should be plugged in. Polygon 2 being sharing the same tier as Polygon Z in black and white. That is kind of bonkers, actually. Oh, is my controller not the worker? Big Yellow. That is me. That's who I am. The game seems loud on my end, but let me know. Let me now. Let me now. Let me now! Please! It's kind of a bit dinky on my end, but we'll see. Oh? Did my controller start working? Yeah, now it works. Awesome. Cool. So, actually, I think I can just, like, load. Is this game about girls kissing? Very much so. So last time we were, like, just... Wait, what did... Oh, I fucked up nearly. Last time we were at... Chapter 3. That's where we was. Wait, are my buttons fucked up? Why are my buttons like that? There we go, now we're fine. Okay. I'm not warm either. I'm not anything. Yo, that's me sometimes. Hi, Big Yellow. Hello, we're playing Yuri. I'm not even sure I'm awake. All I can see is vast, profound blackness. I realize my eyes are shut. Yeah, that'll do that. That will do that, to be fair. Are they frozen shut? I try to move my arms to rub my face, but those feel frozen too. That's scary. Oh, yeah, she got... Okay, she got tricked... Okay, so recap, because it's been a while since we streamed this. Recap, she went out into the woods, the heart of the woods, in a snowstorm, and she kind of succumbed to, like, snow death. A little bit. With great effort, I managed to wrench my eyes open. I'm flat on my back. Right above me is a familiar curved wood ceiling. The grey smudges in my peripheral vision... I'm so words. Peripheral vision are the pews where I sat and read with Abigail just days ago. I'm gonna bake a honey cake with cute marzipan bees. Wait, that's awesome. I should bake more often. I don't bake enough. I really don't. Because I never use my oven. I've been making pancakes. I've been making these like Korean pancakes a lot recently. Maybe too much. They're too scrummy. I gotta pump the brakes on that. But they're really good. They're a really good way of just using a shit ton of vegetables too. I try to remember how I got here, but all I have are glimpses of what happened. Waking up alone, the mayor dropping by unannounced. Bitch. Blast her. Blast her. Do not like her. I wish I could go to an abandoned church and be gay with a ghost. I saw a post on Blue Sky this morning, which was just a guy exploring like an old abandoned house in like County Wicklow. I can hear my coffee spilling because it's cooking too long. I carumber. Eek. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. What, dude? The coffee tricked me. I got tricked by the fucking coffee. I actually got tricked by the coffee. The pot made a weird, scary sound. It's half full. It's not even full yet. I'm so mad. I just gotta sit here, twiddle my thumbs, wait for my dang coffee. You're going Godot mode? Godot would actually kill me for this, because it's decaf. um, I used to only ever get, like, the shitty instant decaf. But, like, I realized that, like, holy shit. When you get, like, ground decaf, ground coffee, and you put it in, like, the little Italian pot. Damn, that's good. How do you make in your coffee? I forget what there's probably a better name for it. It's a little Italian pot. You know what I mean? Where you have the water in the bottom and then the steamer thingamajiggy, and then the coffee ends up in the top. That's how I do mine usually, because I just get one big cup out of it, and that's really nice. Oh, but yeah, even if you're doing decaf, I think that's like a really nice way of doing coffee. Okay, now it's got to be done. This coffee's playing games. Okay, we got it. We're back. We're for realsies now. We have it. Life is coffee jam. All right, back to reading. Sorry, I should be the reader. Wow, 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 wow. Hey up, Big Yellow. I'm hyped for Terraria 1.45 on the 27th. I realized I can make my summoner character Kaylee from Cassette Beast, and that's so cool to me. I am the thinker. Oh, that's cool. Damn, it's weird. I've never thought of Terraria as a game that gets like constant updates. Also, that's scary. We did get tricked out into coming into the woods by fake Tara. Not cool. Even nearly immobile, a shiver creeps up my spine at the thought of that thing. A ghost? Slender lesbian. Find my 8 Wattpad posts. I need to hop on Cassette Beasts. I've been putting it off so long. I'm stupid. It comes back to me as a avalanche. A avalanche. That was stupid of me to say. Running, stumbling, and falling. I heard this. I heard the new Yakuza was awful. That's really sad. To answer your questions of what I've been doing, I literally was watching your videos on Lego just before the stream. That's so tough. I hope I can make a Lego video soon. It's hard now that I don't have all my Lego like on me, now that I've moved. There's one Lego video I really, really want to make. It's specifically on like one of the Lego Hero Factory sets and how the prototype was infinitely better than the final set. It's gonna be hard to pin down, but if I can pull it off, that'd be fucking awesome. Collect my devil contracts. Oh my god. I had the funniest back-to-back Steam purchases yesterday. I bought 2 things yesterday on Steam. I bought, in the same purchase, I got episode 2 of The Devil and the Bubsy Perfect collection. Peak. Peak. Absolute. That's Firelord, yes. It's absolutely Firelord. I was successfully able to pass the PS3 version off to my friend as a remake of the actual remake. Oh my god. I've seen a post that's like, wait, what do you mean that one's the remake? And I was like, I fell for it. How did I get from there to here? There's a sound of rustling cloth from beside me. I forced my head to turn to look. And there she is, warm, radiant, just an arm's length away. Abigail. Abigail! I need to stop thinking of, like, SF5 Abigail. And again, do let me know if the volume is okay. It feels a little loud on my end, but, you know. I blink, expecting her to vanish, to be a figment of my imagination. But when my aching eyes open once more, she's still there. Worry wrinkles her face. She saved... You saved me! She saved me, didn't she? There's no other explanation. I muster the strength to smile up at her. She smiles back, though it doesn't reach her eyes.
Hello, Medicine. I'm glad you're awake.
Gang, that's gotta be too loud on your end. That fucking blasted me. That was really loud. I mean, if it's fine, but... I can't hear shit, but that's normal. I have auditory processing issues. Since your last How to the Wood stream, I got my first barnacle. Oh no, a Nuva! I get why kids went nuts over them. That's a good set to get. It does piss me off his arms are that small. But also, that's really cool. I hope you've been having fun with it. I do like the Nuva a lot. I would love to have more of the Nuva and the Mata. I don't know what this game is. Is it Yuri? It is Yuri. It's really cute. It's really cute. I wasn't sure if... Fuck, I always do this. I was like... My brain couldn't make up whether I wanted to say cute or sweet. And I was like, queet. This game's queet. This is scary. In the otherwise silent church, her voice rings out like a bell. The first words I've ever heard her say. I can hear her. We can speak to each other. Yeah. For the record, this girl is a ghost. This girl is a ghost. Understanding pierces through my exhaustion. With that understanding comes a whole cascade of realizations. A million feelings rush through me, and I don't know what order to process them. 2 concepts stand out among everything else. Her voice is lovely, soft and gentle like she is. Dude, you just died. Imagine dying, and the first realization is like, yo, she kind of had though. And then you're like, yeah, this is the kicker. Madison dies. Madison does die in the snowstorm, which is really fucked up.
Abigail?
Me have to lose into season 3, Abigail. Sorry. Bonus fun. Sadly came with only one of his chainsaws, but the seller dumped a few other weapons in as extra compensation. Ah! That's a bummer, but also quite neat. I kind of like that. I mumble out the only coherent thought that I have. She slides from the bench she was sitting in to the ground, kneeling on the floor beside me.
That's right. I'm here.
She leans over me, the serene portrait of a heaven-sent angel. She's here. That can only mean one thing. My head doesn't hurt, my back isn't sore despite spending lying on the stone-cold floor for hours. I can hear and speak with Abigail. I get to play Mass Effect, eat pizza, drink a cola, and watch Big Yellow. Good day. Hell yeah. My wife was making fun of me last night because the only Mass Effect game I've played was Mass Effect 3 on the Wii U, and I didn't even finish it.
I died, didn't I? And you saved me and brought me back here?
Yeah. I had a lot of Hero Factory as well. I think there's some... I think it gets a little too much shit for what it is. There's some genuinely quite nice sets in there. I wish it lasted a little longer, and that the final wave wasn't so bungled.
You're not quite dead, but you're not alive either. Rather, you're somewhere between life and death.
Yeah. The corner against Abigail. This is Ghost Yuri.
Like me.
Yeah, this is Ghost Yuri.
That's the best way I can put it.
Ooh. What if instead of boo, the ghost went boob? There you go, that's it. That's Ghost Yuri. I can tell that her tone is supposed to be optimistic, but to me she sounds entirely too cheerful for someone narrating my own demise. Abigail mentioned... I fucking love Abigail. I can tell that her tone is supposed to be optimistic, but to me she sounds entirely too cheerful for someone narrating my own demise. Still, I suppose this is better than the alternative.
Thank you.
Her smile gets a little bit smaller.
Please don't mention it.
Yeah, she is sad that I died.
Really, I'm sorry that we hadn't been just a little bit faster. If we had arrived sooner...
She looks away, guilt-twisting her face.
It's okay. It's not your fault.
Even in my adult state, I know that much. Most of my collection now is Star Wars, though. I wish I could reassemble my own power miner stuff, but they've all fallen apart, and I never got to fixing them. Bummer. I would love to, like, have 1 or 2 power miner sets in my new place. I know a friend of mine, it's crazy, a friend of mine who is, like, kind of just into all the shit that I was. Huge Worms fan, big Lego fan, right? He had 1 Lego Power Miners set, and it's the only one I don't have. It's the extremely rare limited edition one, the, like, base. I shut my eyes hoping that this might be a dream, and then when I open them, I'll be safe and sound in my bed at the cabin. No. I'm not, of course. There's nothing above me but stone. It's a stone, Luigi. You died, and now you're a ghost. Mario, that's pretty bad, but at the very least, I hang out with these 2 ghost babes. Hero Factory is probably the weirdest propaganda I've ever seen. Yeah, that. I never thought about it like that, actually. Finding out it was yeah, I've heard about that. They chickened out. They were going to have like an extra storyline to Lego Hero Factory, where like Makuta was buried under Mecha Hero City, and they were gonna tie it into Bionicle. I heard that. That would have been cool. That would have been awesome.
Oh, don't strain yourself.
I'm expecting a real shitstorm of Winter Storm tomorrow. Ugh. I read that wrong, but that sucks. The snow has been like really rough here. I felt cool. It was worth trudging through the elements to go see wife yesterday. That was cool. And her new partner's really nice. That was fun. I mean, it's just cool having 4 people for board game night again. I will say though, okay, this is what I was gonna say earlier. Potentially related to board game night, but I'm curious. Gang, if you're playing a board game and someone blows someone under the table to influence their decision making in the board game, is that cheating or is that just a power play? Because I am still mad. I'm mad about it. I respect it, but I'm mad about it. Because there was a fucked up turn skip that someone managed to redirect onto me, right? I'm gonna blame me losing the game on that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm blaming me losing the game on that. Unreal. Very unsportsmanlike, I won't lie. It's a dog eat dog world out there. I don't think it's not against the rules. It's not against the rules. It did work. It was very funny, but also I would have had a really good turn. Can you say that on Twitter? Oh yeah, you can. You can definitely say that. I didn't say a bad word. There was no bad word. Unsportsmanlike, but God, that's funny. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Influence a move onto a noob that you're not cheating, but you're a bit of an asshole. If you do that to someone who knows the game, it's a bit of a waste of time. Either way, it's not cheating. It was very funny, though. It was very funny. Fucked me up because I got hit with the turn skip as a result. She was like, no, listen, you don't want to hit me with this. You want to hit yellow with this. And I was like, yo, we can strike a bit of a deal.
I think I'm okay.
I got a comfortable 3rd place. I can live with that. To demonstrate, I pace back and forth a couple steps, feeling like I'm just stretching my legs. I reach out and flex my fingers, staring at their strange, glimmering transparencies. She's taking being a ghost really well. I'm not gonna lie, she is taking being a ghost really well. I forgot how well she takes it. Saw a Pokemon Yellow for €70 today. Didn't buy it, but thought that was fun. That seems like an oddly good price for like Pokemon being like that. Like the used Pokemon market being like that. Nothing does, I'm fine, relatively speaking. I look towards Abigail for approval with the most earnest smile I can muster. She visibly relaxes. I sit down on one of the pews. Abigail sits down beside me. It's bizarre. Despite years of existential dread, I don't know how to feel about my own past tense death. Well, Abigail did say that it's not quite death. It's just not exactly life either. Yeah, exactly. $200 plus shipping and handling. That sucks. Obviously, it's got to be a bit more complicated than that, but right now it's helping to soften the blow a little bit. What about Pokemon Big Yellow version? Honestly, when you say Pokemon Big Yellow version, the first thing that comes to mind is like Pokemon Yellow, but just the game is bigger. Like, there was just... Okay, you somehow managed to smush the N64 expansion pack into your Game Boy, and there's suddenly, like, a gym for every type. There's more lore. You get to find out... There's, like, a side quest where you learn about how the fighting dojo... Like, there's actually some deep lore behind the fighting dojo. There's way less grunts and way more cool, like, admins to fight. Like, Giovanni and shit. Give me just Gen 1, but bigger. Low-key. The NES ROM hack? No way that's a thing. No way. That's true, that's badass. Pokemon Big Yellow is Pokemon Yellow, but there's a new area to explore called Mount Yellow where you can acquire the legendary Scrungus. Fuck yes. What Let's Go should have been? Honestly, yeah. Or you can play with Fat Fuck Pikachu. Fat Fuck Pikachu is funny. He is a funny guy. He looks like if you, like, picked him up and shaked him, he'd make, like, a cartoon sound effect. I look down at my hands. They're normal and clean. Not simple and clean? Not bloating and turning purple like in the last few moments. The rest of me seems similarly plain. Apparently I was well preserved. There's one difference I wonder about, though. I press my finger to the stone that we're sitting on. Or at least I try to. But my hand just passes through. It doesn't feel like anything. He just says fuck, but it's horribly crushed by the Game Boy. That's what they used the expansion pack for. They had to use all of the Nintendo expansion pack's power to make Pikachu say the fuck word. Right. Next to me, Abigail does the same thing, pressing her hand in up to her wrist. She giggles and my heart skips a beat. That's scary.
I'd forgotten how it feels at first. It's kind of wondrous.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Pokemon Big Yellow, now Pikachu has more shit, swears. You shake them and they go, wee hee 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 hee. I would love if Pokemon got some voice acting. Especially, like, I didn't really stick with playing the game, but with all the talk about how good, like, how fun the characters in Legends EA are, I hope might be a bit, you know, might be a bit overly optimistic of me, but I do hope they get around to it.
Once you get used to it, it's really quite convenient.
If I was a ghost, I would love to be a ghost if I could unghost.
It'll just take a bit of time.
The thing that I don't get is, like... Yeah, this is the thing. Okay, it's hitting her now that this is forever. I don't really want to spend however long it takes to get used to it like this. But she's clearly excited to talk. I am too, regardless of the circumstances. Yeah, if you became a ghost temporarily, are you, like... Is your ghost speed capped? You know what I mean? That, you know? Am I getting speed capped? Or can I fly, like, as fast as I want? Can I fly to, like, Germany and then unghost? Save a couple bucks on flights. I won't spoil the moment yet. The lack of voice acting is the most jarring thing about modern Pokemon, in my opinion. I don't really care about dated graphics, but voice acting for important dialogue has been standard. Yes, I agree. Yeah, that's a good point, actually.
How long has it been since
I don't
then?
really trust them to
Since
let you
I-
pick and choose. Even thinking the word died causes my throat to constrict with terror. It's not death, I remind myself. I can feel afraid. Then it can't be death.
It's been over a day. You've been unconscious this entire time. I was afraid that perhaps I'd done it wrong.
That's
you
scary.
might not ever wake up.
But here I am.
I can see her eyes sparkle with tears. Despite the fact that I'm standing right here, even the thought of my demise almost makes her cry.
Yes, here you are.
She's so sweet.
How did you do it? I remember thinking that I was going to die, for sure.
It's like, Wallace and Gromit. It's like the end of Wallace and Gromit, Curse of the Were-Rabbit, where Abigail just holds the really stinky cheese under her nose. And she's like, cheese! And she just comes back from the dead. If I died and became a ghost right now, I'd be fucking livid. Yeah, it would take me a while to get over it. Spending the entire afterlife in my work uniform with a bad shave. Oh, true. I had a dream where if I died and my first move as a ghost was to fly to Chile and try and steal an Xbox as a ghost. Fuck yeah. I love the first two gens for being glitchy mess. I love them for a lot of reasons. I appreciate that to a degree, but I do just really like them as games. There's no reason for us to not give them those options, but there was also no reason for them to take away set mode. I've talked about this. The removal of set mode was why I didn't get Scarlet and Violet. That was my breaking point.
As I said, we arrived too late to save your life. The cold had already set in, and you were so far from home. But we were able to save your spirit,
That's
your
cool.
soul, the important part of you.
Yeah, they're genuinely really
And that's
amazing
what
Game
you
Boy
are
RPGs,
now.
for sure. I should play Mother 1 sometime.
A spirit?
That would be cool.
That's what you are too, right?
Another nod.
Exactly.
Don't worry, Madison. We saved you the heart of the woods. Her voice is gleeful. I can tell she's excited by this. I can't blame her. After 200 years of solitude, I'm sure that I would be too. But for me, well, this is a nightmare wrapped in irony. Yeah. I came to Eisenfield as a skeptic, and now I'm this. It's so overwhelming. Yeah, you do. The Mother One does beat the shit out of you. What will my parents say, or my friends back home? And what about everything else I left behind? I never prepared a will or anything like that. Damn, me neither. I'm 25. If I kick the bucket tomorrow, who gets the peach amiibo? I don't know what to think, what to feel. I suppose I should be grateful that I'm not truly dead, but at the same time, I don't know what I'm missing out on. Maybe it would have been preferable. I wish that I could have at least said goodbye, especially to Tara. There's so much left unsaid. Wait, Tara? With a jolt, I turn to face Abigail. She flinches at how suddenly I move.
Do you know if Tara's safe? My friend, the one who came here with me. I thought I was following her into the woods, but it was...
The image of that fake Tara comes to mind, and with it a wave of dread. The memory of it is repulsive simply in how false it was, how unnatural.
She's fine. As far as I know, she was never in any danger at all. I'm so sorry, Madison. You were tricked.
Damn.
Right.
Fucking Evelyn, dude. Fucking Evelyn. Not cool. Not cool. Mean. I mean, I know that we're talking about Pokemon specifically, but like, dude, it is so bizarre how Nintendo is so anti-options lately. That does fuck me up. That does genuinely fuck me up. Command grabbed her Spirit Rookie Heart of the Woods mistake. I mean, like, the people were talking about it, but like the fucking the volume options in Mario Kart World is the funniest shit I've ever seen in my entire life. Normal loud. Slider who? Slider who? You're younger than me? I thought you were 28 to 30. No, I'm 25. I'm just a little guy. Tricked.
Tricked by... by whom?
Abigail looks uncomfortable once more. Being so anti-options is my biggest issue with modern Nintendo names from a gameplay perspective. Nothing to say of business decisions. No, I completely agree. It's really, really bizarre. I mean, like, listen, they've done a good job on it now. Really, like, I'm enjoying the game at the moment. That shit should not have taken... It should not have taken Pikmin 4 2 years to become a good game. Right? Pikmin 4 should not have taken 2 years to become good. That's bonkers. That's bonkers. Right? That should have been... At the worst case scenario should have been month 1. Worst case scenario should have been month 1.
I'm not sure what name she uses now. The mayor of the village.
Fucking Evelyn.
Whatever you know her
She's so
as.
evil. This is true. It's not like they've gotten worse. I guess it's just since the rest of the industry has gotten better. It's like, hey, what's like, whoa, Nintendo, can you pick up some of that? The bounce issue in Donkey Kong Country Returns HD. I heard about that. Yeah.
Evelyn.
Just be bad and fixed with updates. Yeah, I get what you mean. I don't like when it becomes like, oh, obviously I will appreciate an update that makes a good game better is always nice. But it does bother me when we get the, like, how do I put it? It bugs me when you get the scenario of, like, game's not great and everyone's like, oh, they'll fix it eventually. They'll fix it eventually. Don't worry about it. No, I don't really love that. So she's responsible. I'm not surprised in the least. The way she always seemed like a snake, coiled and ready to pounce. The bad feeling I got every time I interacted with her. She must have come by the cabin just to scope me out. She had probably been planning this all along. I shudder.
Who is she really? Why would she want to kill me?
Every single time anyone is mean to me, I'm going to assume that they are a weird forest creature.
I'll explain it later. But I
Nintendo
promise
goes through a
you
cycle
don't
of
have to
crying
worry
and not
about her
crying.
anymore.
God, it didn't even occur to me, right? If game not good at launch, then I ain't gonna care down the line. I'm a little sympathetic to a good game, like, genuinely becoming a game going from bad to good through updates. I can stomach it for sure. I like No Man's Sky. Street Fighter V is a contender for my favorite fighting game. But, like, I don't love it when you get scenarios where, like, a game launches, it fucking sucks, and then the vibe around it is like, oh, don't worry, they'll fix it. They'll fix it. Or when it becomes a consistent thing, right? Like, Street Fighter V at launch was ass, and it became amazing over time. But it's also, like, the only big Street Fighter to do that. 6 was great at launch. I wasn't really around for the launch of 4. But, like, launch Street Fighter 4 is still a fun game, you know? And a lot of their other games, I can't think of being like that off the top of my head. I think all the Monster Hunters have launched in a good state. I've heard some shit about the Monster Hunter Wild, but I think it's mostly performance stuff. Which is still an issue, don't get me wrong, but, you know. With Nintendo, it's tricky because you get, like, a wave of these, like, 5 out of 10 sports games. And sometimes they get buffed to a 7, and sometimes they don't. Right? Sometimes you get a Mario Tennis Aces where the final version of the game is like, yo, they kind of cooked. And then sometimes you get a Battle Strikers where, like, dude, you, that's it? Right? Clearly that's supposed to make me feel better, but it doesn't. Yeah, she's not a threat anymore, but only because she succeeded. I want to understand. I need to understand. Why would she want me dead? Guess I'll find out in time.
I just have one other question. Earlier, when you were talking about saving me, you kept saying we. Who else?
Ghost 2. But yeah, I was gonna say... I fucking love this sprite. I was gonna say, it only recently occurred to me that, like, dude, Tomodachi Life 2 could be a bad game on launch. Like, it only just occurred to me that's a possibility. That's a thing that could happen. Like, fingers crossed it don't. Fingers
Someone
crossed it don't.
special. I'll take you to meet them if you feel you're ready for it.
Don't say it
I
like
think
that.
so.
Don't say it like that. Yeah, I don't like how little we've seen of it, if that sounds... That might sound silly. Then again, though, it was the last reveal. You got autofilled for calling that sprite gay? Really? That's weird. I usually get a notification about that. Fucked up. I don't like how little they've shown of it, but the fact it was like something they ended a direct on gives me a little hope. You know? There's nothing to be accomplished by sitting around feeling sorry for myself right now. I spent enough of my time in Eisenfeld doing that as is. We've seen nothing of the... That's true. Can you... Dude, if Nintendo pull a move... If Nintendo pull a move, like... There's no romance. Right? Because we've talked about this. They promised same-sex stuff in, like... After Tomodachi Life 1. They did do that. They were like, sorry, we shouldn't have not added that. If we make another one, we'll add it. But, like... Oh, there it is. Gay-ass face. Yeah, that's allowed. That's awesome. But, like... If they pull a, like, oh, well, there is no romance. So, it doesn't matter. I'd fume. That would be nuts, right? They just feel... They hit Nintendo go gadget centrist. Go gadget, no strong opinion. No, Go Gadget gonna sit this one out, gang. That would be brutal. I would like to give them the benefit of the doubt. I don't think they're gonna do that. Right? But we'll see. Plus, I'm curious to see who might have helped Abigail. Who else could have known about her this whole time, yet kept her a secret? Did I say keeped? Jesus. I stand up and absentmindedly offer a hand to Abigail to help her up too. She takes it, then drops it immediately. Eyes wide and awestruck, she stares as if I'd sprouted a tentacle from my arm. Oh my... Oh, I just remembered. This is the first time in 200 years she's touched somebody. Oh, I love this game. This game's so cute. Tears spring to her eyes, seeping out to form a thin river down her face.
What is it? What's wrong? Did I hurt you?
Your hand. I can feel it.
Aww. Touch-starved beast. True. I find it funny that Miitopia is rated 18 plus in Russia because of gay propaganda. It is bonkers too, because isn't it like... If I remember right, I never got super into Miitopia, but Miitopia really pumps the brakes on the romance stuff. She's right. It hadn't registered as different to me, but for the first time since we've met, I can actually touch and feel her there. She grabs my hand again, not standing. She closes her eyes as her fingers roam over mine, taking in the sensation. With anyone else, anyone on Earth, it'd be awkward, but somehow with Abigail, I don't mind. It's a little endearing, in fact. After a moment, she seems to realize what she's doing. With a yelp and sheepish expression, she lets go.
I'm sorry, Madison. I just got so carried away for a moment.
Abigail hitting the, don't mind if I do.
It's fine. Really.
They're so cute. My skin still tingles with the feeling, vivid because of the absence of everything else. The music, God, the music in this is good. Music in this is so good. Like, Mii's her little hearts around each other, but there's no distinctions between platonic and romantic relationships. Yeah. If they pull some shit like that. I don't know. I mean, listen. People have been talking about, like, a February Direct. If it happens, I don't have a Switch 2 or nothing, and I don't use my Switch 1, other than Pikmin 4. But, like, it's on site. It's on site. Like, I am a little nervous, because usually when Nintendo just do not talk about a game, that's a bad sign, right? And I've seen a lot of people pointing out that, like, the new Mario Tennis dropped in, like, 3 weeks, and Nintendo are just like, yeah, here's a trailer. Wait, that game, it'll come out. Just you wait. Bye. You know? Then I'll try the game. Yeah, like, I won't lie. If they do actually... If Nintendo do go back on their gay promise, I just won't touch the game. Genuinely. That will be a deal breaker for me. Right? You're just gonna... Like, listen. There's like a... If Nintendo bungle this, you're gonna wake up one day and it's gonna be like, hey, gang, Tomodachi Life Season 4. And I do mean Tomodachi Life. As in the first one. Yeah, Metroid Prime 4 is interesting. I mean, it's not... It's weird. It's weird. And it will suck, but we'll always have... Yes, this is the thing. Like, I've had a lot of games kind of not live up to what I want them to be as of late. But I'm usually a lot more lenient on shit like that, just because it doesn't change the... Like, listen, this is why, like, I wasn't angry... Like, as much as I didn't like the game for a long time, I wasn't, like, fuming about Pikmin 4, because, like, okay, game I like still here. Whatever. You know? When Pokemon fumbles the bag for the trillionth time, okay. Dude, you made 1 million of them, and some of them are pretty fucking good. I'll just keep playing that. It's okay. I'm still alive and cognizant, at least in some capacity. And as long as that's true, then there's a hope that maybe I can get out of this situation. All I can do is hope and learn. Hope and learn! Swallowing my fear as much as I can, I take the first steps towards the door.
Should we go meet your friend then?
It's calm outside. In the day or so that's passed, the weather seems to have also mellowed out. A thick layer of fresh snow coats everything, looking fluffy and inviting. I've not watched that guy personally. Like, I don't need Tomodachi Life to become a huge franchise. It'd be nice if we got more good Tomodachi Lives, but, like, I don't know. Yeah, right, I think... Especially in just, like, today's, like... Not to be too, like, people these days, right? Especially in today's internet culture. I think people need to just be... People need to be more willing to be like, oh, well, that didn't go how I wanted it to, but it is what it is. And then just dive into the massive backlog that they absolutely have. Right? Get out of the situation about death. Yeah. She's a bit too optimistic about dying. I feel bad. God, the music in this is good. Abigail leads me into the woods. I try not to pay attention to how I can't hear my footsteps in the snow, or how the cold doesn't bother me. It's convenient, sure, but it's wrong. The two of us walk side by side, deeper and deeper into the forest. This will be the furthest I've ever gone, since previously I'd never passed the church. Just like Morgan a few nights ago, Abigail seems to know exactly where she's going.
Abigail, can you tell me a bit about what it's like now? Being a ghost and all.
Abigail's face lights up and she claps her hands together. Her steps become an eager skip.
Of course. I'd be happy to.
She clearly means it.
Where to begin? I found it to be quite convenient personally. As I said before, we're not ghosts per se. Or at least, not in the conventional way.
We're actually ghouls and gremlins and beasts. Yeah. I send live and learn to my friends recently and have said, if you fuck with this, then you are autistic. Scientifically proven. John Crush 40 said so. Since I got into emulation playing like PS1 games, all my problems with the modern industry have vanished. Yeah, I get it.
Which is to say,
there's a lot of
we're
video
not
games.
Dead. It's more like we're somewhere between life and death. You and I are now fundamentally bound to the forest and to everything else in it. In the forest, everything is connected.
She frowns deeply, puffing out her cheeks.
This is harder than I thought.
You had 200 years to practice, buddy. Step it up. Step it up. The part where it goes, yeah. I need my chair to be tall. I don't like how short I am. There we go. Yeah. Until it's patched and discounted. Yeah, I get what you mean. I've done a little bit of that. I mean, I say this even though I bought the Bubsy collection yesterday. That's some good stuff. I bet you there's some good stuff in there. I bet you there's some good stuff in there. I heard some good stuff about it. I laugh. I guess even after centuries, she never expected she'd have to explain all this to someone.
It's fine. Take your time.
Everything in the forest is connected. The trees, the grass, the birds, the foxes, everything. And that includes you and I, too.
Connected? How?
Yeah. Teeth and blood. Oh shit, I've heard about that one. Yeah. My backlog has blown up since playing this game because now I need to catch up on the Studio Ellen games. There's so much shit that I have to get back to. Genuinely. I need to finish Slow Damage. I accidentally beat Slow Damage. I wasn't... because the game doesn't translate to Steam Deck super well, I instead of using, like, the save menu, I had been using the autosave for the entire game. And I accidentally got, like, the earliest ending you can get in the game. Right? I was on chapter, like, 3 of 8. And I accidentally hooked up with this guy, and the game was like, wait, yeah, there you go, congratulations, you did it. And I'm like, oh, god damn it, dude, I gotta do all that again? This is the best shit I've ever read, but I gotta do all that again? 6 Resident Evil, 17 Castlevania. How have I never played a Castlevania game? Fast Damage. Abigail shoots her lip as she tries to think of how to explain it. Her frown deepens, deeper than before. Finally, she just shrugs.
Magic.
Whoa! Like Umineko! Magic.
That makes sense.
Pleased, Abigail nods. I still don't know what to think. I've only just woken up. I don't know how long it'll take for me to process everything and accept it, or if I ever will. I was up till 3 AM last night crying about the roomie. That's badass. I need to finish 100 Line. I need to. It's so fucking good. Everything she says makes sense on a conscious level. I'm sure I could ace a test if someone asked me questions about it. When I stop to think about how it affects me, about how these are now the restrictions and limitations that bind me. This game doesn't have enough red truth. Madison immediately, like, punches the ground. She's like, it's useless, useless, useless. 70 in the night, folks, even if there is an enemy named a transphobic slur, I did not know that. Not cool, John, Symphony of the Night. How can I be dead? How did this happen to me? Of all people on Earth. This isn't fair, it isn't fair. I never wanted any of this. I never even wanted to be here. I can't keep my thoughts from spiraling. Every time I try to think about it, I'm just met with memories of dying in fear. Fear for myself and for the future and what it might hold. Abigail rushes over, rubbing my back as she croons in my ear.
Madison, it'll be all right. I promise. I know it's a lot to take in, but it'll be okay.
Slay the Princess is
I'm
one
here
I've
for
not
you.
heard mentioned.
I'm
That might be a
here.
cool one. I'm here. She repeats those words over and over, stroking my back until the moment passes. Dizziness fades in waves, and I slowly stand back up. Yo, you fuck with Sonic Frontiers too. All in all, my little episode must have lasted seconds at most, but it felt so long.
Madison, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine now. Or at least better.
Aww.
Thanks.
My hand doesn't leave my
Are you
bag.
sure? We don't have to keep going right now. We could save this for another day.
I brush away the notion.
It's fine. Let's just keep going. If I just sit and do nothing, I'm sure I'd feel even worse.
If you're sure...
We resume our trek. The silence drags on for a while. Abigail shoots me glances every now and then, as if I'll disappear if she looks away for too long. She hit the... Find you a ghost girl who hits the... In a morbid way, it's kind of funny. I looked at her the same way not too long ago, but she was bright and radiant, and I'm dead, I guess. It brings a question to the forefront of my mind.
Earlier,
Abigail stops. I try to avoid eye
you
contact.
said something earlier about Tara. How it wouldn't be possible for Tara to even see me.
Correct.
She speaks with measured words. Despite how excited she's been, she's visibly holding herself back. Like any wrong word will set me off again. It's not too far from the truth.
But I was able to see you, even before all of this happened. So why couldn't she see me?
Abigail lights up again, a look of pride beaming across her face.
That was projection. I've had a lot of practice. I'd be happy to teach it to you too, but it took me decades.
Uh-oh.
some time to learn.
I see.
That's fucked up. Damn. Decades. Abigail laughs nervously, trying to hide her slip. We lapse into an uneasy silence again. I take deep breaths, trying to distract myself from the hundreds of questions weighing on my mind. But my breaths feel empty, the lack of cold wind glaringly absent if I focus on it. So I focus on Abigail. Yo, this death shit pissing me off. I'm gonna look at my ghost wife. She leads the way confidently, a passive smile rests on her face, and she looks more at ease now than I've ever seen anyone else be. Every step she takes seems to push us forward, rather than any natural pace. The words she said earlier replay in my head about how the forest will help take us back to our destination. We pass through a tree, but when I look back, it's meters away, if not out of sight completely. We gotta pop fast travel. Magic, being able to simply pass through any obstacles we encounter makes the walk much faster. Even so, I automatically step over debris or turn my shoulder to completely avoid scraping the trunk of a tree when I can. Every time I hear, like, about ghosts, like, passing through shit, I think of that, like, one... I don't know what it is, but there's some piece of media where a guy, like, discovers time travel, and he's like, dude, I fucking discovered time travel, and he immediately travels, like, back in time, but because he's in the same place, he travels back in time, and, like, he goes back in time, like, 1,000 years, and there's just a tree where he happened to be. So he just goes back in time and, like, he just, like, merges with the tree and, like, dies instantly. It's fucked up.
Did you spend much time in the forest when you were alive?
I did. However, I never traveled very far. Why do you ask?
I was just thinking about how you know your way around so well. It kind of reminds me of the girl I met here in the village, Morgan.
I've had plenty of time to see it all. It's simple too, once you know how to do it. As long as you know where you're going, the forest will guide your way there. I'm certain you'll get the hang of it someday.
I force an agreeable smile. Yeah. Sonic Adventure 2 Battle? Holy shit. Is it a robot chicken? It might be. It might be. Shell Robotnik fuses with a tree. I am Dr. Robotnik, and I fucking hate this tree. Ugh. That's how it goes. In spite of everything, talking feels good. Talking about anything. So I try to keep the conversation going.
What was Eisenfeld like back then?
Much the same as it is today, as far as I can tell. Quiet and isolated. We rarely had any visitors. Even news of the outside world, or the rest of the country, was slow to arrive. But I longed for it. For the stories that would occasionally make their way to us. Sometimes friends of my father would head into the city for a few weeks, taking the goods that we had grown and made to trade, and bringing back things we lacked.
And sometimes he would bring me Sonic Unleashed for the PS2.
And they'd return with gifts for all of the children, my sister and I, or the little boy across the road.
That's the kind of thing you would come up with when you assume that you will time travel in the same place relative to the planet. Oh, wait, true. Planets do move. Oh, shit, what if you... Oh, I didn't think of that. Yeah, what if you time travel and the Earth is just, like, not there no more? The Earth moved. Putting on the, like, the fucking military-grade spacesuit before you pop the time travel machine just to be safe. What country do you think Eisenfeld is in? Like, Canada or Iceland or something? I think the implication is Canada. I think so. They return with gifts for all the children. My sister and I, or the little boy across the road.
Gifts and stories about wondrous devices they'd seen, or about the marvelous people they'd met.
A step slow and then come to a stop, and her eyes take on a far-off dreamy look. Yeah, 'cause she's looking at medicine.
When I was alive, I always wished to see it for myself someday. Instead, I had to satisfy myself with books, and with other people's stories.
You use your ghost float to escape the forest. Her voice trails off, ending with a hum of satisfaction, remembering something but not speaking it. I wait quietly. It doesn't feel like the kind of moment that I should interrupt. Soon enough, she looks over at me with what I've come to think of as her typical smile.
I'm sorry. I hadn't really thought about these things in a while.
It's okay. I hope they're not painful memories.
She shakes her head.
These ones aren't. What about you? There are so many things that I want to know, but I hardly know where to begin asking.
Abigail points up to the sky, devoid of any clouds right now.
Machines soar overhead day and night, but I've never known what they are. Or watching as Eisenfeld becomes more modern, but not understanding.
Damn, she never played the Xbox version of Sonic Unleashed. That's nuts. Does it make sense why they made the TARDIS a spaceship on top of a time travel machine? Yeah, it would need to do all that.
I want to understand.
Tell me what a plane is now, or I'm gonna freak out. From the way the corners of her eyes glimmer with tears, it's clear just how badly she wants to know. It must be horribly frustrating. She mentioned machines overhead. She must mean airplanes and satellites. How unbelievable would it sound to her that enormous metal craft can fly through the sky and carry hundreds of people? Or about cars, and just how just about everyone owns one. Oh, wait. Definitely north of America then. Almost definitely Canada then. Car dependency, boo. Car dependency sucks. Hate that shit. Could not be me. I need another 200 years and then some just to catch her up on what she's missed. And thinking about that for just a second, I feel like I understand her loneliness a little bit better. Abigail quickly straightens up, maybe realizing that she was being kind of childish. She adjusts her impeccable collar and dodges my eyes.
I'm sorry. Again. That can wait.
You're fine. I'm sure I'd feel the same way in your position. After we meet your friend, I'll tell you everything you want to know. Or at least everything I can. I'm not exactly the best storyteller, and I'm not very good at explaining why things work, but if that's still enough?
She don't know why the plane do good. How a bummer. Put all cars in the blender. I'm saying, fuck all cars. Except, okay, I mean, everyone got the one car oomph. The one in the friend group who can drive, and you're like, hey, you can do, you got that, right? You can, if I had to hypothetically move a bunch of shit, then, you know. I phrase it like a question, even though I already know what her answer will be. Sure enough, she springs towards me, skipping past like a
Oh,
stone.
would you? I'm sure you're wonderful at telling stories. I could tell from the way you read to me back at the church. Do you remember?
Yes. So first things first, Abigail. There's this cool game called Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. There's a guy in it called Alex. His fingers look really weird in his idle pose, but he's actually kind of badass.
Like I could forget. That's a day I'll remember for the rest of my life.
Is it? Why's that?
When are they gonna fuck the cryptid they saw in the woods? That's Heart of the Woods 2. Heart of the Woods 2, Escape to Canada. She crowds up close to me now. To be honest, she reminds me a bit of a film camera, zooming in, then out, then leaping past to focus on something else. She be hitting that.
Well, that was the first day that we spent time together, right? And that's when you showed me your name.
Abigail, there's this guy called Big Yellow. You're gonna love the broken breakdown of... I love the idea of showing a ghost who died like 200 years ago, just like video essays, and just seeing what happens. Abigail goes very still. Several times she looks like she's on the verge of saying something, her mouth fluttering or her half gesturing something, but each time she
I
stops.
suppose it was. I just didn't realize it was that significant to you.
Of course it was. That day changed everything for me.
Aww. I bite my tongue from saying more. Things didn't exactly change for the better. Deeper and deeper we go, the forest gradually grows quieter. The rustling of creatures underfoot got less and less frequent and then stopped entirely. The birds chattered less and then not at all. Even the wind settles down. Abigail is the only one who doesn't act any differently. She still hums to herself or glances over her shoulder to make sure I'm still there. Like I have anywhere else to go. Oh, oomph. Abigail, did you know there are genuine strings of Third Strike's bottom tiers? Wow, I had no idea that 12's Air EX dive was actually that good. I only knew of the meterless version that they spoke of in the 1800s. There are even a few patches of green, something that I'm pretty sure wouldn't even be possible given the weather. That one is the last one of your TikTok clips, so you might have found it there. Could be it. I've never used TikTok, but like I do get blasted by the odd YouTube short, so that would be it. The trees, which have been growing claustrophobically close together, start to spread out a bit more. I gasp when I see what it's ahead of us. A big tree. A grove of immense trees, larger than any I've seen before, lies before us, like the redwoods back in America. Okay, this has to be Canada. This has to be Canada. Has to be Canada. Would the 1800s equivalent of fighting games be like betting people dueling with pistols IRL? See, I that or you just do the pistol duel. You're like bleeding out and you're like, oh, fuck, run it back. You were mashing. Oh. Totally bereft of snow, a few delicate branches hold leaves. They cast shadows over Abigail and I, and everything around us. The aura of life pervades the area. My skin prickles. The sensation is vivid, running up my arms like a spark. To the electric jester. More than the church, where we are now, feels like a holy place, something scared and primal, sacred, even. Blah. As we pass by, I have the distinct feeling that I'm being watched from all sides. No, you know what it is? It's just a fucking Sherlock clip, where he goes discombobulate. It's that's fighting games. That's fighting games. It's the fucking discombobulate. The back of my neck is slick with sweat, and I brush my forehead as the pressure of being observed starts to hit me harder.
What is this place?
Big tree. RBY's big tree. I don't mean to, but my voice just comes out as a whisper.
You're at the center of the forest now. These trees are the oldest ones here. They're the ancestors of all the rest. All of the life in the forest comes from here.
I believe it. There's a quiet vibrance to this place. I walk a little bit slower, feeling as if I don't want to cause a disturbance. I trail behind Abigail, who seems totally indifferent to the atmosphere. It makes sense. She's probably used to it, and this place's luster has worn off for her. I can't help but gape. Without the snow that I've gotten so used to everywhere, this feels like a wholly different place, another world altogether. Abigail leads me down around one of the massive trees, and my jaw drops even further. Holy shit, Executor! Have I? RBY's Bug 3. Bug Tree? I could do either of those, actually. I could do Bug 3. There's probably 3 bugs you could say a lot about in RBY. Crouched in a small clearing is the forest spirit from the other night. The one that stood in the storm and scared the hell out of Tara and me. That bird is awesome. Somehow it's much smaller than it was then, though still several feet taller than me. Yet, one look into its piercing red eyes and I know it's the same. It had been looking away, but turns to face us. Its body creaks and crackles as it moves, like an old door rattling in the wind. My breath catches in my throat as I fight down the instinctive rising terror. Pocks and scars decorate the bark that forms its skin. Though it has a vaguely human form, its body is clearly wooden. The little trees wind together, interlocking to shape its body. It regards me with a kind of indifferent stare, similar to when we first witnessed it at the church. The impossibly red glow of its eyes is subtle now, and the previously winding and dying trees look more like the body is merely hugging itself. But that's a tree. That's a tree. That's a tree. That is a tree. It's got a bird in it. There's a bird in there. Venomoth and Pinsir? Butterfree, Venomoth, and Pinsir? Yeah, probably. Yeah, Butterfree in single player I've heard is quite good, because it can just, like, sleep shit and do psychic. So it's actually pretty solid. I looked at Abigail to see her reaction, but she just watches the two of us with a slight smile, waiting to see what happens. That's when it hits me.
This is your friend?
That's right.
This is John Tree. She acts as plainly as if she just introduced me to a fellow human, not a mystical creature. Abigail leaves my side to go to the spirits, and she nuzzles her head against its side like a cat.
This spirit is the guardian of the forest. It helped me save you, just like it saved me long ago.
Cool. It shifts slightly to accommodate her, standing a little bit taller. It makes no vocalizations, though, nothing close to speech.
I see.
I don't really. Visions of its tall and imposing profile against the stormy sky really clash with what's in front of me now. But still, I know she's telling me the truth. Can you use your tree powers to make me real again? That would be awesome. Scyther and Beedrill are both real bad. Yeah. Beedrill doesn't... Beedrill kind of ain't nothing, sadly. And Scyther's, like, good in PU, but that's, like, you know... It's also not super fun to talk about because, like... Woods time. Yeah, it's from that one meme where it's like, to the woods. Why cast Blender explode? RBY Beedrill is like the equivalent of that one person you know who you want to succeed because they're genuinely cool, but they just keep constantly failing and accomplishing nothing. Yeah, they've got their hearts in the right place.
Does it have a name?
If it does, I don't know it. I just think of it as the forest spirit.
I think back to how Morgan had first described it, as if the forest itself had come alive. I don't think she knew just how right she was. Its namelessness makes it feel even more wild and untamed. I can feel myself being regarded and judged by it, and I'm tempted to turn tail and run. Yikes! When it stands still, it's unnervingly silent. It reminds me of a grotesque scarecrow in a sense. From my peripheral vision, I can see Abigail look between the spirit and I, probably wondering if she should say something more, or knowing her, wondering what to say. I preempt her.
I've come to say thank you for intervening and for saving me. Abigail told me that you helped. I don't really know how I can ever repay you. I owe you my life. Or, well, whatever's left of it.
Ow, a bummer. That sucks. I'm not sure what I could even offer a supernatural tree spirit to begin with. Oh, boxed copy of Donkey Kong 64. I swallow the lump in my throat and keep talking.
I don't know what happens now, either. I'm still getting used to all of this. But, again, thank you.
Then, not knowing what else to do, I bow stiffly and step backwards. Still, it doesn't react. The whole thing is awkward and uncomfortable, but as with anything else, I'm at a loss. I can have a conversation with the thing, and the details of what exactly it did are sparse. It feels like a waste to have come all this way just for a few sentences, but I'm not sure it even understood those. It occurs to me that I have no idea how much the forest spirit knows or even cares about the affairs of humans. I guess it must care a little since I'm here. The spirit turns its head to face Abigail, who smiles and pats its side. She says something to it, but I'm too far away to hear what. Then, as wordless as ever, the spirit rises and lumbers off into the forest without a second acknowledgement. You don't fuck with me at all. If I was a tree spirit, I'd whisper cryptic tree-based riddles and reward whoever can solve them with golden coins. That's real as fuck. I'd give them like various cool gems. Wispy Woods Grandpa.
So what did you think?
He was fucking awesome. She has all the pride of a child with a new toy. I stare after the spirit, still barely visible between the trees.
I don't really know what I think. I'm part grateful, part terrified, part shocked. When I saw it before, I thought it had to be a monster or something. It just seemed so ferocious and huge that I assumed it was
also be a
evil.
fruit tree, because you know. Fuck, I should have thought of that. That's true.
So, seeing it like that is weird.
He's just a little guy, be nice. Don't make fun of him, he's just a little guy.
It's certainly intimidating at first. When we first met, I was also rather fearful, but I quickly realized how kind and gentle it was. At least towards me.
Not towards you, though. He don't fuck with you at all. I'm still brimming with curiosity over Abigail's... I need to call her Brabigail. Abigail's own history, but she's made it clear that she doesn't want to tell me yet, so I won't pester her about it.
Why wasn't it enormous this time?
It can make itself larger or smaller at will. The night that you saw it, it must have had a reason.
And you're able to talk to it? And understand it?
Not quite. I speak to it and it understands me, but it doesn't have any words or language. Some of its mannerisms I've picked up over time. We've had quite a long time to get to know each other.
I don't know what this,
after
but is
all.
this live? True. Yes. I nearly said true. That is not how you respond to that. But this is live. This is a cool visual novel that I think is good.
Right.
It's Ghost Yuri. Abigail walks over and links her arm around mine. I startle with a touch, but somehow more so how casual she is about
Ready
it.
to go back to the church? Unless you'd rather stay here, in the forest. I imagine you'd be more comfortable with walls and a roof around you for now, though.
Oh shit, I accidentally... There we
Yeah,
go.
I would be. Let's go back.
Hooray. Arm in arm, she leads the way back. Oh, we're changing character? Morgan? I forget, when was the last time we played as Morgan?
God damn it.
This isn't the first time we played as Morgan, I don't think so. There's definitely Tara sections. We've done a couple of Tara sections. There's been Morgan sections. I'm pretty sure that there's been Morgan sections. Also, that's oomph. That's oomph. That's fucking good. That's oomph. In Evelyn's private drawing room, Tara's kneeling in front of the back door, wiggling a paperclip around in the lock. It looks like she's never done this before.
Tara, let's go. This is a bad idea.
I'm not leaving till I get in here. She knows something about Maddie. I know she does.
I look around the room. I've been in here plenty of times, but never into the connecting study. Evelyn hasn't done so much as open the door to it with me in the room. I'm starting to regret telling Tara about it, though. If we don't get out of here...
I'm not disagreeing, but this isn't going to help. We need to...
Shit!
She hisses and pulls her hand away. Her fingers are brilliant red and she holds them to her
Are
mouth.
you okay? You could burn me. What the hell?
Aww.
Screw this. Let's just break the door down.
She's mad. She takes a step back from it like she's ready to kick it. I put my hand on her shoulder. I can't really think of a worse idea right now. She'll just end up hurting herself.
Listen to me. We have to get out of here. Trust me.
She doesn't move to kick the door, but she also doesn't seem to have heard what I just said.
If she hurt Mads, I'll kill her.
Oh, get her burn heel. Ha! You should have bought burn heel. Tara vibrates in my hands. In this state, there's no telling what she'd do if I weren't here to stop her. She'd probably be lighting a fire in the corner of the room or something by now. I can't let her get hurt anymore, though. I can't let anyone else get hurt.
Listen, Tara. I've tried to force it open before. I think she has some kind of ward on it. No matter what we do, I don't think we're getting in there.
I'm not sure what Tara hopes to find in there anyway. Even if it is locked, I doubt Evelyn is arrogant enough to leave any real clues lying around in there.
There has to be some way in. There has to. We'll get at that office and we'll find out where she took Mads. I don't care how much weird magic bullshit Evelyn's got. We're gonna rescue Mads.
She's so mad. She's so mad. She still hasn't given up hope that Maddie's alive. I wish I could share her optimism. Yeah, this takes place a couple days after. All I can feel is guilt. All of this was my fault. If I'd never asked them to come here, no one else would have been hurt.
Tara, we need to go. Whatever burned you probably alerted Evelyn. She could be on her way right now.
No, we can't give up now. Mads needs us.
Tara, we need to consider the possibility that...
Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say they fucking got it. She hasn't been willing to face the truth of the situation, but she has to face it eventually.
Then what, Morgan? That she just killed my friend? Do you seriously think she'd do that to Mads just for looking around the woods?
Yes, I do.
My voice is colder than I mean for it to be. I instantly wish I could take it back, but she still doesn't understand. I get that she doesn't want to face the idea of Maddie being dead, but she can't ignore the danger we're in. The look in Tara's eyes, however, says this isn't helping right now.
Sorry. You're right. We don't know for sure yet. But we can talk about this later. Right now, we really need to...
Ghost! Behind me, the door to the room slowly creaks open. My heart stops. I can't move, I can't turn around. I already know what I'm gonna see.
Good morning, Morgan. Tara.
This bitch. This fucking bitch. Get her at it. Boo! 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 We hate her. We hate her. I also hate her because, like, I'm probably, non-zero chance I look like this when I'm 60. Can you imagine me being 60? And I'm just sitting in my house looking like this, and I'm like, yo, I'm pissed off. I look like the mean bitch from Heart of the Woods, 2017. I think that's when it dropped. Instantly, I dash between Evelyn and Tara. Nothing good can come from these two being in the same room today. Tara is like 1 millisecond from hitting the FNAF 2 Foxy jump scare. Genuinely. I have to keep them apart. Evelyn just laughs. Just the sound of her voice makes me want to run, but I can't.
You both seem so on edge. I'm sorry you don't seem to find my drawing room as relaxing as I do. Maybe it's time for some redecorating. How would you feel about a more earthy palette?
Do not like that. She crosses the room to the window and leisurely picks up one of the curtains, pretending to examine it. I can feel Tara behind me seething and getting angrier by the second.
Opinions? You come into here uninvited, and you'd think you could at least pretend to be polite.
Now she glares at me. I can feel the temperature in the room drop instantly. I used to think that it was something that was just in my head. I've changed my mind about it recently. It really is getting colder. I went through the hoops of changing my username to match the one that I usually use on other sites. Yeah, isn't that usually a pain in the ass on Twitch? I forget how it works.
You never could, though, could you? You never could play along.
Go.
Always so obstinate. You have to fight every step.
Don't they also have a weird limit where you can only change your name, like, once every 90 days?
Just like when you were young. Always cutting your own hair short.
Not that deep.
Because nothing was ever good enough for you. The clothes I bought, the food I made, and you had to control just one thing.
Yeah, that's normal, buddy. How would you feel about a more earthly palette, Grotto, when they evolve into Torterra and gain a ground type? You would look at grandma who offers those Swedish cookies made of oats. Yo, low-key, that's pretty good. That ain't bad. A rush of heat and cold crawl on the nape of my neck. A rush of shame. Evelyn's mouth twists slightly, just enough into a smile, and she breathes. Don't be. You cut your hair. It's not that deep. You should be proud of that. Don't let her get to you.
When was it you realized you couldn't even hold scissors anymore? And you ran around town begging someone to cut your hair. No wonder no one else ever wanted to be around you.
She fucking.
I imagine that's why you had to look all the way overseas to make a friend.
Dude, that's her. That's. I know she's like fucked up and evil, but like. That's a diabolical thing to say to your daughter. Even if you are like fucked up and evil. Even if you are fucked up and evil from the woods. Wait. Oh, maybe it is Iceland. Oh, maybe it is Iceland. Okay, that makes sense. She shoots a glance at Tara, bearing her fangs in a grin. She's not even trying to hide what she is. Slay the Princess and the other game by the same studio, Scarlet Hollow, are two of the most impactful games I've ever played, to the point where I applied to be a moderator for the studio despite my severe social anxiety. It's kind of badass. I could fuck up a game like that. I might have to hop on.
And well, look what happened to them.
Oh. She did just like say it. She did just like fucking say it. Yeah, I blew up your fucking friend. Get fucked, idiot.
What the hell did you do with Maddie?
Crystal. Evelyn turns back around to the window, barely acknowledging Tara at all, and stares about it absent-mindedly.
You know, the forest is a very dangerous place.
It's like a nondescript European country? Really?
Every year, it seemed, there would be a new death. Someone would go missing in the winter.
Huh. Why didn't I acknowledge that as a possibility?
We wouldn't find them until the spring thaw.
I've heard some people theorize headcanon it as Germany. No, little American girl, don't go into the woods. It's full of heart. It's full of heart and spirit. It's full of heart and spirit. She turns around. The look on her face is so placid and empty. I've never seen someone go so completely devoid of empathy.
That's why they're off limits now. That's why we have the curfew. There hasn't been a death like that in almost 10 years. Something we are very proud of.
What if it's Sweden? I could go find Evelyn right now and be like, hey, that was not cool, that shit you did. Back off, buddy. I mean, shit, low-key. She turns back to Tara and takes a step forward. Somehow the room seems to get even colder as she does. Gulp.
That is, until your friend.
Oh, she just says it.
It's honestly frustrating that she would ruin our record so selfishly. I wonder if she had any idea of the headache she was going to cause me.
How do you feel that you live in Sweden, where the original caramel dancing is created? Every now and again, I do just like... Abigail will call that blunt and smoke, and oh, fuck, that's awesome. Wait, that's so cool. Low-key, every now and again, I do bust out, like, caramel dancing, and I'm like, yeah, this is nice. I needed to hear this. She shakes her head. She's smiling again.
Enough of the bullshit.
Look, honestly, extremely tough response to being like, yeah, your friend went in the woods and died. That's kind of crazy.
Mads wouldn't go out there and get herself lost. She wouldn't. She's way too cautious for that. You did something to her and you're gonna tell me, or I swear to God.
Evelyn, Evelyn looks up, her smile is gone, her eyes are as sharp as her fangs. Tara goes silent the moment those eyes are on her. I'm shivering now, I pull my arms close to my body. The air seems to crackle with ice. I try to take a step backwards, but Tara won't budge. I'm not sure if it's out of anger or fear.
I've been so patient with you, Morgan. Endlessly patient. With you and your friends. A mother's... But then, I never was much of a mother, was I?
I should... Oh. This mayor stares at gay people.
No, don't!
Tara is raised in the air, bound by an invisible force. Oh shit, she got purpled. Tara... I reach out my hand, but it's too late. Behind me, Tara rises slowly in the air.
What? Morgan, help! What's happening?
Purple. Her eyes are wide with terror. Tears well up in my eyes. I have to do something. Morgan punch! Hit the Morgan punch!
Please, don't! You don't have to!
She's been dunked in the purple soda. Evelyn's mouth shifts slightly to one side. She looks so disinterested. She doesn't even take pleasure in it. She barely notices us and what we feel.
How many years did I give you the carrot, Morgan? How many? Eventually, you'll have to learn.
And just like that, Tara shoots backwards and slams into the wall so hard the whole room shakes. Wow. That's good. Whoa. The delivery on that is fucking awesome. Holy shit. Transphobia. Yeah, not cool, Evelyn. She got hit by first poison item. She crumples to the ground in a heap. She's not moving. Oh. I heard once that Europeans don't have grape candy and grape soda and stuff. I don't think we do. I'm not a soda person. So, like, I wouldn't really be on, like, out looking for soda. But I've never seen it. I've never heard someone mention it. Just out and about. Evelyn doesn't move as I run to Tara and lean down to look at her. She's awake, still twitching.
Tara, don't move! Just stay still! You'll be okay!
Well then, please make sure you put everything back where you found it. The maids have enough work as it is.
My heart starts beating faster. The heat on the nape of my neck spreads down my back. But instead of the hollow pit in my stomach that's supposed to follow, I feel my shoulders stiffen. My breathing gets slower, more controlled. The edges of my vision start going dark. I feel myself biting down on my own lip. I look down and see that my fists are clenched so tightly my knuckles have gone white. First time I don't feel any fear, just hatred. Oh. With that... Oh yeah, I remember you saying. It's Kara Buckland. Always gives it their all. It's so good. With that said, she turns away. The room instantly returns to its normal temperature, but I'm still freezing. Her heels click on the hardwood and to get quieter as she leaves. She stops at the door.
Have a lovely day, girls.
Fucked up thing to say. Not cool. Evelyn disappears and the door slams behind her. I still can't move. It isn't until Tara lets out a loud groan that I snap back to my
Are you
senses.
okay? Did she break anything?
I don't think so.
Can you stand?
She makes it halfway up before stumbling. I grab her and throw her arm over my shoulder. She winces and lets out a tiny whimper.
Let's get back to the house. I've got a first aid kit there.
As long as I get to lay down, we can go wherever you want.
She's so fucking cool. She's just like, she gets hit with a fucking psychic blast and she's just like, yeah, whatever. Whatever, buddy.
Of course. You can use my bed. Come on.
She takes a few shaky steps before leaning against me. It's a start.
I think you're gonna have to take the lead on this one.
Hitting I fucking love Tara. She's so good. The moon on Tara's shirt looks like a Pringles chip side profile and I can't unsee it. Fuck. Wait, no, it really does. That's fucked up, actually. I hate that. She just really likes Pringles. God forbid a girlie love her Pringle. Tara does her best to help me get her up the stairs, but whether it's due to injury or shock, she's barely able to stay standing while leaning on me. Climbing a staircase is difficult, but at the moment there isn't really anywhere else I can take her. She's so chipper. Cat! When I open the door to my room, Gelladora is in the center of the bed, cleaning her paws contentively. She doesn't look up at us.
Come on. Let's get you on the bed.
I half expect Tara to give me some kind of knowing look as she stumbles over the bed, but she doesn't. She just nods weakly. Tara collapses face first over the sides of the bed. Gelidora doesn't even budge as it shakes with the weight. She acts like she doesn't even notice.
Geladora, move please.
No response. She just continues slowly raking her tongue over her paws. Ever since Tara and Maddie got here, she's been particularly obstinate. I wish I knew why. It's not hard to be frustrated with her, especially with everything that's happened today, but I do my best to just gently force her to move by climbing onto the bed next to Tara. Oh shit. Gelidora finally looks at me, paw held indignantly in the air.
There's plenty of room on the floor.
Cat! Cat moment. Cat blast. Tara shoots back up, yelping and almost knocking me over. She doesn't seem to notice, as she just stares down at Gelidora with wide eyes.
Did your cat just talk?
Let's fucking go! Gelidora cranes her neck around to look at Tara and then speaks again.
No.
Oh, alright then. A talking cat? Is the UFA transmitting the gay? Yeah, that's her logo. Her voice is languid, and drips out of her mouth like syrup. Tara's eyes dart back from the cat to me to the cat again, hoping for some kind of concrete response.
Yeah, I told you.
Her face lights up with newfound energy. The lines of pain that had creased to disappear in an instant.
I knew it! I knew I could trust you! Sure, it was weird that you didn't actually talk, but I get it. Shy around strangers. That's valid, and also, big mood. But I knew it. I knew you weren't lying.
A smile. After everything we've been through together, a part of me feels warm when she says that. My chest glows with a warmth I've only felt around Tara. After everything, it should be obvious that she believes me. But Tara's sincerity catches me by surprise every time. Gelidora doesn't find it to be as endearing. She raises methodically, then paws towards the foot of the bed. I'm worried about her. Every month she's gotten more and more cat-like, but this is the first time she didn't speak at all. We're so close to the full moon now. She's not going to get much stronger than this. I can't help but wonder how much time she has left.
Geladora, how are you feeling?
She looks at me with her bright blue eyes, alive with magic and intelligence. Languid? I don't even know what languid is. That's a goofy word. If Tara says yellow anywhere in this game, we should splice the audio to say big yellow. Yes!
I feel hungry.
That's awesome.
Did you bring me food, Morgan? I don't think you did.
Not cool, buddy. She stares at me. The expression on her cat face is unreadable.
I didn't. I'm sorry, Geladora. It's been a difficult morning.
Morgan looks to Tara.
You don't have anything, do you?
Dorito, feed her your hair clip Doritos now.
I think I have a melted chocolate bar in my pocket, but can magical talking cats eat chocolate?
How the fuck did the chocolate even melt? Look outside. It's like minus... It's like... Wait, languid is like sexy? Oh wait, really? I didn't know that. Gelidora regards Tara silently, her white tail swishing slowly across the bedsheets. Then, without saying anything or giving any other indication of her intentions, she turns and hops onto the windowsill.
Geladora, wait.
She turns her head back to me and gazes into my eyes. I feel like I'm being measured. I always feel that way around her.
No. You wait.
She turns away and sways her tail lazily.
I will be back.
She's gonna get like a mouse. And with that, she leaps from the window to the branches of the nearby tree. She slips down them like a rush of white water until she's gone from sight. Oh, does it? Okay, that makes a lot more sense. She's just big chilling. Tara and I sit there quietly for a few minutes before she finally speaks.
Your cat is weird.
Yeah, a little.
That's cute. I like them. Gelidora is gone for hours. I need to talk to her. Things have changed so much today. I think she'll know what to do. I hope she will. In the meantime, I tend to Tara. She protests at first, saying she's fine. I don't doubt that she thinks that, but I want to confirm that for myself. Eventually, I'm able to convince her to let me look. Her back is essentially one giant bruise, but that's it. It doesn't look like anything was broken, at least. It's a relief, but maybe we were just lucky. Next time, and maybe next time, Evelyn will do worse. There's no telling what she's capable of. More purple. And I can't let anyone else get hurt.
So what's the deal with Gelato?
That's not her name. I open my mouth to speak, but before I can, Tara cuts me off.
I mean, I know she can talk. Please don't say she can talk. You're gonna say she can talk, and I'm seriously asking you don't. I want to know what her deal is. Promise me you won't say she can talk.
I promise I won't say she can talk. Her name is Jeladora.
Tara stares at me for a minute before we both laugh.
Okay, but like...
No, go back, I want to
why
read
can
this.
she talk?
I want to...
Okay, her name is Jeldorado.
I like that. That's good.
But like, why can she talk? I've met a lot of weird
Magic.
cats, but none of them could actually talk.
Well, it's because she's not really a cat.
Of course.
Tara tries her best to sound like she's completely understood the situation now, but it's obvious she hasn't. I take a deep breath.
Jeladora isn't a cat. She's a fairy.
Gay.
I don't know a lot more than that. I know Evelyn cursed her to be in that form. Her memories are hazy, though, and it's only been getting worse. She wasn't always like this. She's been around as long as I can remember. She only started talking to me when I was 12, but even back then, she's forgetting she was ever a fairy. I'm worried that soon she's not going to be anything other than a house cat.
I don't know, seemingly taking everything in, and then she's quiet for a moment, thinking about it.
She doesn't really seem that helpful.
She is kind of low-key mean. I nod my head sadly.
She used to be. I'd have never known anything about what Evelyn was without her.
I bite my lip.
For a long time, she was my only friend. She was the only one I could really trust. I still believe in her. I still believe she can help.
I look away. Even if I'm telling her my story, there's still so much I'm not ready to share about growing up here. I don't know if I'll ever be ready.
I know it sounds like I was just a lonely little kid looking for a friend. But I promise she has the knowledge we need in there somewhere.
Tara starts to lean towards me while letting out a grunt of pain as she moves. I gotta push her back down onto the bed, but before I can do that... Her arms wrap around me. She gives me a gentle squeeze and I lean into her in response. I want to hug her too, but I know that won't be doing her back any favors. Fucked up. So I sit there and let her hold me. Try to take refuge in it. Try to remember that I'm not alone.
You don't have to make excuses. I believe you.
Oh.
And I'm sorry you had to grow up like that.
She still is, stabs her. She's the only one you can trust. Tara Blast. Shalom's appearing out of nowhere. Well, it was quite obvious she was a fairy.
It's their loss that they didn't stick around to see how cool you turned out to be.
Oh, I love Tara. She pulls back and grins at me. That same goofy grin I've seen hundreds of times before. But it's so much better in person than it was on a screen. And exactly what I need right now. Oh. Tara and I wait out the day watching dumb videos on the internet, trying to take our minds off things, if only for a moment. They take longer to buffer than to watch. That's cute. It's dark by the time Jeladora slips back through the window. She's quiet, but even if I hadn't seen her, I'd know she was there. Something about the air in the room changes when she enters it, the same as Evelyn. Gotta go back to work now, but y'all take care and enjoy the Yuri. Will do. Hope you have a relatively good one. As good of a one as you can have at work. Ugh. Why am I the yawner? I shouldn't be the yawner. Ugh. I mean, I guess I'm still recovering from last night a little bit. I've bombed my sleep schedule. I've blasted it. I have straight blasted it. Blah, 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 blah. The other Dora thinks they were close once. She doesn't know how, but I believe her.
Hello, Jeladora.
Meowdy!
I fucking forgot she says meowdy. That's cute. Morgan stops slightly at Tara's greeting.
How's your hunting?
She looks at me, and if ever a cat could give a self-satisfied grin, I swear she would right now. Her voice seems to luxuriate in it.
It was good, Morgan.
You sounded so tired at the start of the stream. Yeah, that was my bad. That's what waking up at noon will do to you. Ugh. I am a little stiff and fucked up, but...
Much better than your hunt this morning.
Fucked up thing to... Be nice. Be nice. She's trying her best. She jumps into my lap and rubs her head against my hand.
How does she know about that?
I know much about Evelyn.
Lore. Her voice is as deep as stone and rumbles in her throat with a purr. She stops rubbing my hand for a moment and looks up at me.
And Evelyn knows everything about you.
Fuck! She knows we were banging! How embarrassing!
What did you think would happen, cursed child?
I hate when she calls me that. I spent years dealing with it looming over me, and the last thing I want is her rubbing it in. And even more, I hate that she's right. I should have known this would happen. I should have kept Tara from going into the office. But I never imagined Evelyn was that strong. and Tara's paying the price for my
Evelyn
failure.
is as good a hunter as any cat. She'll never let her prized vessel out of her sight.
In fairness, I always wake up at noon unless it's a work day. I'm trying to fix. I'm trying to get my shit together. I usually wake up at 7. But sometimes like stuff be going on too long, and I'm like, okay, I don't really have stuff to wake up for tomorrow. Like if I'm coming home at like 3 in the morning, like 5 in the morning, I just like turn the alarms off, and I'm like, okay, when I'm up is when I'm up. It is what it is.
She's watching you even now, Morgan.
Evelyn,
And when the moon is full, she will finally strike.
not cool. And then still on my lap, she curls up and closes her eyes. I'm not gonna get any more out of her tonight. Tara doesn't say anything for a while. She looks contemplative even. But when she does speak, she asks the question I knew she would.
Why'd she call you cursed?
I wish I could lie. It may be the first time I've ever wanted to lie to someone other than Evelyn, but I can't. Tara deserves to know what she's involved in.
Because I am.
Oh. Why is this character called Freeze? Tara just stares at me, half in shock. She quietly waits for me to continue. I hesitate a moment before continuing regardless.
Evelyn is not my real mother.
Gelato the
My
cat.
real mother died before I was born. And whatever Evelyn is, she took her body. She's done it to our family for years. Geladora and I pieced it together from town records and scraps of my mother's diary.
Fucked up. I don't want to go to school. You're not my real mom. You're just a skinwalker.
Every couple decades,
Tara is a really good name.
she has to change hosts. And
I look into Tara's eyes. This is the first time I've ever told this to anyone.
You're next.
Tara says the words I don't want to. I nod.
Evelyn's going to make her move on the night of the full moon. That's what Geladora says.
It's kind of beautiful that like you know you're gonna die, and like you can still just be like, okay, I can just chill in bed and watch videos on the internet with a hot babe while they all fucking take a million years to buffer. And that's still like, yeah, you know what, this is worth it. This is fine. I close my eyes. I know she's right, but I don't want to admit it, even to myself. The full moon is so close. And then I feel a hand grip tight on my own. I open my eyes and see Tara staring back into them.
Wow, that's a lot. And, like, it's really hard for me to know what to say here, but thank you for telling me. We're gonna stop Evelyn, and if it has to be before the moon is full for whatever reason, then we'll do that and we'll save Mads. We'll stop her, I swear.
She's fucking awesome. Have a nice gameplay. I will. This game's awesome. She's smiling so big and so broad, and she sounds so damn confident I want to believe her. More than anything, I hope she's right. For the first time in my life, I want to trust someone. Aww. Who are we now? Maddie! I'm starting to get used to it. Just a little bit. I've done my best to keep a regular human schedule as much as I can. Going to bed at night, waking up in the morning. Even if they're unnecessary, they help me feel a little more like myself. Like, not quite everything has changed. Hunger or not, I'd kill for a cheeseburger. No cheeseburger? Oh, we did not think of this when we were talking about being a ghost earlier. Knowing you're going to die, but still taking the time to enjoy the little things with people you care about. True. If I woke up tomorrow and I found out I had like a week left, I think I'd just like cuddle my wife a lot. I do some other stuff, but, you know. I don't know what I'd do without Abigail. She's never far from my side, and she's my anchor through all this. Endlessly supportive and positive. I know that she views my circumstances well differently than I do. That she enjoys having me here, but I can't fault her for that. I still can't fathom the depth of the loneliness that she's felt, with nothing but a silent tree spirit for company. The days that we've spent together have been pleasant enough, but I still don't want to accept this fate. I can't. I rise from my spot on the stone floor. Sunlight pours through the stained glass window of the church, and has been for some time now. There hasn't been much snow since the storm that I was caught in. All of my time has been spent here in the church, or exploring the woods with Abigail. I try to see the charm in some of the places she's taken me, but they all feel the same. Oh. Trees and rocks and snow in varying combinations. The forest may be huge, but it's stifling in how repetitive it all feels. She don't fuck with the vibes. I keep hoping that Tara and Morgan might come by, so I could at least see them, even if they can't see me. So far, they haven't. I look around the church, expecting to see Abigail waiting like usual, but she's nowhere to be found. I can hear her, though, from just outside the church, singing. I move through the doors to watch. Just a few feet away, she stands with her back to the church and me. Her arms outstretched, but not fully. She sways softly as she sings. And God, how she sings. She do have like 200 years of practice, that'll help. Her voice has a lilting cadence, and not even the wind dares interrupt or quiet her. It's unreasonably beautiful. The kind of voice that if you heard it on the radio, you'd have to pull out your phone to see who you're listening to. And to think I get my own private concert like this. She faces the sky, and I don't need to be able to see her face to visualize the smile that I can hear in her voice. The song she's singing is wordless, but still beautiful. I wonder if it's something she came up with herself. I imagine her spending years playing with the melody, or maybe she's just making it up as she goes along. I noticed then that I'm not the only one watching. A small flock of half a dozen or so birds crowd around her feet, watching in rapt attention. They hop around, occasionally cheeping to join in. She waves a hand and they flutter about, never perching on her, but never leaving either. From the trees, just barely peeking out, a young deer... Bleh. I love words. I'm so good at words today. A young deer observes as well. It isn't close enough for her to touch, but close enough for me to count the spots on its belly. It's just like something out of a cartoon, where she's the fairy tale princess who's friends with the wildlife. I wonder if it's because of her in particular, or if the animals don't feel threatened just because we're spirits, not flesh and blood. All too soon, it's over. Her voice fades away without wobbling, and the birds instantly disperse. And then she wobbles the deer. And zero to deaths it, off a grab. Not fucking cool. She turns to face me.
Good morning, Madison.
Oh! Is this the song I've used in a video? I don't think it is. I've used music from Heart of the Woods in a video before, but I don't think it's this one. I'm blushing and I don't know why. Because you're gay! That's why! Wakey wakey!
Good morning. That was amazing.
Thank you.
That's so cool.
I hope I didn't wake or disturb you.
Nah, not at all. Besides, if I'd known, I'd have gotten up early just to hear more.
Aw, you're flattering me.
I
No
love that
way,
fucking
not
face.
at all. I mean it. You have a beautiful voice.
Now she's blushing too.
Thank you.
How did you learn to do that without scaring away the animals?
It wasn't really a matter of learning. It just happened naturally, over time. I sing for myself, first and foremost. I think eventually, they realized that I wasn't a threat.
Something no one has ever said about Street Fighters, Abigail. No one has ever said that. I cannot stop myself from making fucking Abigail jokes because I do love that goober too much. He's too fucking funny, I can't help it.
It seems like they were enjoying the show too.
It's quite the compliment if even the birds like my song.
There was a deer too. You might not have seen him though. He was kinda hiding in the bushes.
Oh, was he? I'll have to introduce you next time. He's quite friendly too.
Really? You know him?
Most likely. I suppose it could have been a new deer. I'd have to see him to know for sure.
Knowing like multiple generations of deer and fucking recognizing them is like bonkers.
Nowadays, there are these things called petting zoos, where you can pay money to walk around and pet tame animals. Like deer and sheep and pigs. I've never heard of them just making friends with people, though.
That sounds marvelous. Have you ever been to one?
Not since I was a lot younger. They're mostly for kids.
Adults in the modern world sound awfully boring in that case.
She low-key right. Abigail walks to my side, standing close like she always does. I wonder if it's intentional. Together we face the forest. She touches my arm, so lightly that I wonder if it's intentional too.
If you're feeling up for it, there's someplace I'd like to show you, here in the forest. It's one of my favorite spots.
Of course, lead on. I'd love to see anything that you think is special.
Besides, it's not like I have anywhere else to be. I refrain from saying that out loud. Oh. Ooh. I am genuinely interested in what she wants to show me. I like spending time with Abigail. But I hope that she'll also be willing to answer some of my questions now too. Having fun together is nice, but it feels like a distraction from the matter at hand. Speaking of hands, Abigail takes mine ever so gently.
Let's go then.
Oh. This shit cute. We take off at a brisk pace, but the distance falls away faster than normal. I'm borne along by her boundless enthusiasm, surely more than a little magic. I love to be good at words. Trees fly by. Trees fly by at a blur, impossibly fast. It's like being on the train again. Like snowflakes, they melt into my vision faster than I can really notice. The speed is some gift of the forest, I imagine. A consolation for what's been done to me. That's kind of badass. You die, but you're like, they're like, shit, my bad. You get +2 speed, enjoy that. Our footsteps are formless against the snow. We're walking in the air. It's the same as when I first met Abigail. That feels like an eternity ago. For at least a couple hours more, I try to push those thoughts away so I can enjoy whatever it is she wants to show me. I want to enjoy this for my own sake. For her sake, too. Cute. I have trouble thinking of anything other than her. The gentleness of her grip, the light and joyful way she moves across the ground, the certainty with which she pulls me forward. Abigail from Street Fighter would do all that. He would pull you forward with certainty, and then he'd fucking kill you. Every so often she turns around to make sure I'm still there, though I'm sure she's very aware of our interlocked fingers. I know that I am. I guess I can add that to the ever-growing list of feelings to sort through. Aww. She fucked with her low-key. The forward shifts even faster than it did a few days ago, when we went to visit the spirit. It changes too fast for me to keep track of any reference points. If I try to focus on one spot for too long, I get a little dizzy. So I stop focusing on that and just go with the flow. Eventually, Abigail slows our pace, and the passing of the forest reverts to a normal rate as well. At first glance, it seems like any other part we visited, but when I look closer, I start to notice small differences. Some trees are devoid of snow, with piles of it beneath them as if someone brushed them clean. Others are decorated with strange paint-like streaks of color, mostly blue, but some are white. Blue tree? On other trees, icicles dangle from the branches and give off a strange glow. When I approach to examine one, the glow dims. Abigail pays it no mind. Pays, even. This must not be strange to her, either. I hurry to catch up, though she's only gotten a few steps away.
We're almost there. It's just up ahead.
I think I remember what this is. I think this is really cool. Through the trees, I can already see where she's taking me. Splashes of brilliant pink peek out just ahead, mostly obscured by the barren brown trees. I don't even have time to be curious about what they are before we arrive. Yes, I remember this. This is cute. A splendid grove of colorful trees spreads out before us, surrounding a small pond that must be enchanted. The leaves that hang from the trees are salmon pink, flecked with flickering lights. Lavender bushes crowd their bases, sparkling with dew or magic. While snow covers the ground all the way up to the shores of the pond, the trees themselves are devoid of it, much like the forest spirit's home. I wonder if the two are related somehow. Even more remarkable, though, is that the pond itself is also unfrozen. Its glassy surface is smooth, save for the occasional ripple that spreads across. Just want to say hi, I love the YouTube blah blah blah. Fair enough. Thank you, though. That is genuinely very much appreciated. Might be a bit before I can get to the next thing on the main channel. I have a good chunk of the next video recorded, but damn, it might be a big-ass video. We'll see how it goes. I feel like I've been more concise than I have in the past, though, so hopefully maybe. 20 minutes in and I'm not done with Mewtwo. Its glassy surface is smooth, save for the occasional ripple that spreads across. It's small enough that I can see clear across to the other side. It makes this place feel even more secret and hidden. You could wander the forest for years and never stumble across it. I move slowly towards the water. This place deserves calmness.
Oh, Abigail. It's beautiful.
The water laps at my feet, though remains undisturbed. Like a vampire, I have no reflection, a fact that I pointedly try to ignore.
Where are we?
True.
What makes this place so special?
I do very much like worry about like scope creep hitting my videos, right? Where like, yeah, I'm really happy with the final thing, but the videos are taking like 3 to 4 months at a time. I would not like to have all my videos do that. Genuinely. But when it comes to like the big Pokemon videos, I really do feel the need to like, you know, I just gotta get better. I gotta get better at making shit, right? I need to pick up the pace. But shit, I still think I can make a cool thing. I can make a cool thing, I think.
This is one of my favorite places. Isn't it lovely?
It's fucking awesome, dude. Dude, you got a lot of cool shit in here.
As for what makes it special,
Her eyes twinkled conspiratorially.
fairies.
There's a beat of silence. I feel like I should be surprised at her answer, but I'm not. But after everything I've seen, fairies are downright mundane, and I remember her mentioning them before too. I look around, wondering if I've missed them hiding somewhere, but I don't see anything. Abigail laughs.
Just as decorators. They aren't around right now. They much prefer the nighttime. They're far more active in the moonlight.
There are YouTubers I watch who put something out every week, but I will drop any of them if I see a big yellow upload. Yo, thank you. I mean, that I do sometimes. This is one thing that always sucks about just like your job being making shit on the internet. It is very, very easy to look at people who make stuff more often than you that is still extremely good, and you're like, oh damn, why can't I do that? It's very easy to get hung up on like comparing yourself to the other YouTubers and shit. But I'm happy with what I got going on. I'm feeling good about what I do. Just as decorators, they aren't... Oh wait, she did say all that.
You can
Oop.
still see traces of them, though.
As an example, she cups one of the icicle-like baubles that hang from the trees. Inside, a faint light beats like a heart, dim enough to be invisible in the daytime.
I'm sure they're around, watching. But I've only met them once myself. It may be years before you do.
There it is again, the promise of eternity spent like this. I bite my lip.
I think that's okay with me. I've had enough magic for 1 week.
Yes, understandable.
She walks back to the shore of the pond and sits down. I take a seat beside her.
Really though, thank you for bringing me here. It's nice.
I'm glad. I wanted to show you that not everything about it is bad. That unlife does have its own little moments of niceness.
I look at her, but she's staring poignantly away towards the pond. Her cheeks redden a little bit.
Unlife is a good word for it.
Do you think so? I worried, before you woke up, that I would have forgotten how to speak, or forgotten words. I talked to myself to keep in practice, waiting for a day when I would meet someone again. That's also why I sing, so that I don't forget how much I enjoy it, even if nobody listens.
Oh, that's cute.
I know that it's silly, but sometimes a bit of silliness can be what helps you keep going.
Me as fuck, honestly. That's awesome. Magic sucks and you should avoid it. Umineko? Umineko is the first thing that comes to mind. I don't know. I did pick the magic ending. I picked the magic ending. That's all I'm saying. I fuck with magic heavy.
I don't think it's silly at all. Besides, if I could sing like you, then I'm sure I'd do it all the time too.
I could teach you, if you'd like.
Oh no, you don't know what you're getting into. I'm pretty sure I'm unteachable when it comes to singing. You'd have birds flying miles away instead of coming to listen.
Come now, I'm sure it can't be that bad. I knew nothing of singing when I first started. I simply practiced and practiced. Everything gets better with practice and time.
My singing voice has got to be the one exception.
Oh, my middle school choir teacher even told me there was no way I could ever be a singer. It was one of the most traumatic days of my 12 short years back
In
then.
all of existence?
Out of everything.
In that case, I suppose I must hear it, just to know. You can't promise something like that and then not demonstrate.
I forget if she actually sings.
No way. Not happening.
What if we sang a duet?
Definitely not.
Oh, you're no fun.
Damn. She playfully swipes at my shoulder.
Are there any instruments that you do enjoy? Any that I've heard of, that is?
Piano. I've taken lessons since I was a little girl.
I mean, they got some good fucking piano in this, so that does kind of track.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah. I miss it.
Oh. I flashed my fingers staring down at them, remembering the feeling of keys. Even before coming out here, it had been a while since I played. I don't think I ever consciously stopped, it just happened over time.
Most of the time, the only music I'd have the opportunity to listen to was during prayers, or the occasional traveling performer.
I really want to get back into narrative games, but I'm so burned out and I could be playing like Vampire Savers or Mega Man or some shit. You know what's funny? I have the opposite problem actually. Right? Like my issue is I find myself more than ever being drawn to this kind of game. Because like I don't really play games as much in my own time. Play games in my own time as much as I used to, right? So if I'm playing something, it's usually like a fighting game, which is like an experience I can share with someone else, like directly. And there's not really like an investment there, right? You hop on, you hop on, you play the video game, you hop off. But with stuff like this, God, stuff like this is good when you're tired, right? It's so, you just, damn, it feels, I hate putting it like this, but it's nice to just have a really good story put at you, right? You know? Sometimes I do wish I had, like, more of an energy or drive to be playing other stuff. Although, then again, you know, it's not like I don't play other games. I played some cool shit this year. Bits and Bops was awesome. RuneScape Dragon Lords was really fun. I liked Ib. Although Ib is a bit closer to something like this. It's a lot more story-driven. Pikmin 4 was interesting. I'll finish that sooner or later. Also, Mega Man mentioned. I fucking love Mega Man. I should stream a Mega Man game. We streamed Mighty Number 9 before I streamed a Mega Man game. Mighty Number 9 wasn't even that bad. It was just funny. Game feels amazing. It's just the everything else.
Sometimes I'd convince Mr. Braun, who played the organ, to show me some of the pieces he'd learned in the city.
She says this with a sly smile, sharing some private joke with me.
Do you remember the names of any of the pieces? I wonder if I've heard of them.
Oh yes, there was...
She bites the nail thinking about it.
Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue.
I'd rather lose at a roguelike than miss a big character moment because I'm too tired. That's very fair. That I can understand. I am quite bad at, like... I do worry if I'm not, like, the best at, like, reading into this kind of thing. Like, I was, especially, like, the prime example is, like, Umineko. Because I was one of the people who read Umineko and, like, didn't really make an effort to solve it or anything. Or, like, piece together the mystery. The new Mega Man game that people thought was the Half-Life 3 reveal. That would be pretty tough. These games are great if you don't have to read everything in them out loud. Oh yeah, I do appreciate a bit of good voice acting. That's for sure. That's for certain.
Maybe not. It seems I've forgotten.
I mean, then again, like, a lot of my favorite VNs that I've read either don't have voice acting, like it's stuff like Ace Attorney, and that didn't really get in the way of me enjoying it at all. Or it's stuff like Umineko and Slow Damage, where there is voice acting, but obviously it's not English, right?
Do you think there's a chance?
But I've still really enjoyed it.
Are you very familiar with songs from, well, my time?
Donkey Kong 64 main theme, DK Rap, that's all I
Some
got.
of them, yeah. A lot of the most famous and respected composers come from those days. From this part of the world, too.
Abigail sighs wistfully and looks off into the distance.
I'm glad to hear that. They must be magnificent to be remembered so many years later. How nice that must be.
Oh.
To leave behind a legacy, to be missed.
Oh no, no one remembers her. The way she says it is wistful, a dreamy sigh, like something that she longs for. Sorry buddy, can't relate. When I kick the bucket, everyone's gonna be like, yo, that fucking sucks, but they're gonna remember the Pikmin video. They're gonna remember the Pikmin video. Yeah, this probably is Germany. I glance over, half expecting her to be crying, but her face is steady and calm. She catches me looking and smiles.
I'm sorry. I'm just feeling a little nostalgic.
Nostalgia blast?
You don't need to apologize. I like hearing what's on your mind.
I'm glad. It would be rather unfortunate if, after everything, we didn't
That
get
would
along.
fucking suck. Imagine, like, not being able to talk to someone for 200 years, and you finally can, and they suck ass. We both laugh at the idea.
I do have another question, though. A personal one. I know you said I can ask you anything, but...
I meant it. Please, go ahead.
Well, before, you said that you've never even tried to... go back. Escape. Whatever the right word for it would be. Why is that? Doesn't it bother you? Being stuck like this?
Big Al scratches at the soft dirt beneath us. Of course, our fingers move impotently through it, changing nothing.
If you don't want to answer, that's okay.
I don't mind. I'm just thinking of what to say. So, I suppose that you've been thinking about it a lot, right? How to go back.
Almost constantly. I don't know if it's possible or anything, but don't get me wrong. I'm beyond grateful that you saved me at all. but it feels like... like we're so close to being alive, but not. Everything's changed, but at the same time, it's like nothing has. I don't feel much different, but everything's different. I have a whole life out there. Or at least I did. I can't just forget about it. Or move on, or give up, or something.
I understand.
Aww. She's quiet, and I wonder if I went too far, if I asked something that I shouldn't have. In a lot of ways, it's one of the most intimate and personal questions I could possibly ask. She then shifts around to face me better.
I didn't have much left once I moved on. And then time started to pass. At first, the days felt slow. Torturously slow. I did nothing but sit around and mope, never straying far from the forest spirit who had saved me. But then I started to explore more, to get to know the forest, find moments of happiness. I was still terribly lonely, of course. It has been, until you got here. But I can honestly say that I didn't hate it. I sang, I watched, I found my own joy where I could.
I mean, to be fair, I'd be like, dude, this sucks ass, and I'd find the pink trees, and I'd be like, oh, it's alright.
Eventually, time left me behind. The people I had known grew old and died. I'm sure many forgot about me, long before I forgot about them. At some point, there was nothing for me to want to go back to. The rest of the world outside this forest
But Maddie
is
can
just
show
a
you.
maze that I don't know how to navigate.
Is there Wi-Fi here? Yeah. You would. It's worse than no Wi-Fi. You would try and pick up your phone, and your ghost hand would go through the phone. You'd be like, "Gulp."
Here in the forest, I know nearly all there is to know. There's no grief or loss or pain.
Yeah, but there's no.
There's just peace.
Yeah, but there's no Pikmin 2. There's no Pikmin 2 out here in the forest. You missing out. You missing out. Before I can respond, she stands up, brushing away imaginary dirt from her gown.
Would you fill up for another walk through the woods? Perhaps this time I can show you where the wisest, most handsome-looking owl nests. It's been so long since I've said hello to him.
She offers me a hand. I take it in the obvious subject change, and she helps me to my feet.
Sure. Let's go.
With a smile, she leads me back towards the trees. So many of the conversations that I have with Abigail are painful reminders, either of the years of solitude she's endured, or of what I can look forward to in my own future. Both make me very certain of one thing. I'm glad that she's here with me. Aww. Morgan? No PictoChat as a ghost? I know, shit's evil. Shit is rough and fucked up. It's been days since... Ooh, I think I know what this is. It's been days since Evelyn attacked Tara, since Yelladora spoke to her. Days of fruitless searching for Maddie, and Tara's still trying to act like she's okay. She pores over every piece of local history we can find. She makes jokes. She tells stories. She pretends she isn't losing hope every day we don't find Maddie. She's lying. Ooh. Like, what if you die in a fit that does not slay? No, yeah, that's fucked up. My fit is, like, kind of... It doesn't suck, but it's a bit of a nothing burger, you know? I'd be pissed off if I died in a fit that sucked, and that was just forever now. It's her body that tells the truth. She pulls me closer when she's under me. She stays in my arms longer than she did before. I'd actually even notice she's doing it. But years spent hiding my emotions have made me pretty good at spotting it in someone else. Is she doing it for me, for herself, both? That's the only thing I still don't know.
Morgan?
I can hear Tara's voice calling from the kitchen. I smell the smoke a second later. Wait, there's a good chance I will be a naked ghost? Oh, then you turn into a ghost? And if there's other ghosts, you're like, you're permanently stuck in the gulp? How embarrassing. That fucking sucks. Wait, I'm out of the bedroom before I realize I'm moving. My mind fills up with a million possibilities. What if Evelyn's already here? What if the cabin's burning? What if...
I think I owe you a new pan.
Tara is fidgeting nervously. A cloud of black smoke billows from the pan on the stove. I can't even tell what was supposed to be in it. Whatever it was, it's charcoal
You
now.
guys don't have, like, a fire extinguisher in here, right?
That out of breath I was holding. I shouldn't have panicked like that. I'm just glad she's okay.
We don't need one. Let me see that.
I walk past her and grab the pan. Before she can say anything, I open the door and toss whatever was in the pan into the snow. I run a rag under the tap and toss
Why
it
don't
to
you
her.
get the smoke off the wall before it stains? I'll take care of this.
I'm still coming down from my adrenaline. I have to make a conscious effort to say it as gently as possible. I don't want her to think I'm mad at her. She seems happy giving something to do. She smiles and tries to salute, but with the wrong hand, and she ends up slapping herself in the face with a wet rag. I swear she does stuff like that on purpose sometimes. While Tara scrambles to duty, I start washing out the child remains still clinging to the pan. After a few moments, Tara shuffles nervously behind me. What if you died and you had like a shirt that was like a pretty niche reference? Like you got a shirt based on like a game that you like. Wait. And like every other ghost, you have to explain it to them constantly. But this one's also fucked up. The horror of being Ghost Girl. You can never take your bra off. That would get so uncomfortable after a few days. You're just doomed to the ghost bra.
You don't cook much, do you?
Does not cooking at all fall under not cooking much? Because
can't
if so,
cook.
yeah.
Then why did you...
Aww. There's a tray sitting there. It's a mess. A piece of clumsily sliced fruit. A cup of liquid.
You
Blackened
were
toast.
making me breakfast.
Aww.
Yeah, well, you know.
That's cute. I mean, it's funny. I've joked about this before, but it is really funny. Like, Tara is in, like... She's in group 1 of, like... every trans woman I know is either, like fucking MasterChef. They love their cooking. They absolutely love them. You don't cook. But no, I've said this. They're all either, like, MasterChef. They fucking love their cooking. Or it's, like, level 0. Right? Level 0 food. Right? You, nah, it's not happening. I'm sorry. Like, you can't make shit. You can't make shit. You can only eat out. You sustain yourself entirely off, like, pizza and cigarettes. Maybe coffee if you're lucky. She looks down and starts fidgeting with her shirt.
I figure that since we're leaving the cabin, it'd be a waste to just leave it here. And, I don't know, you've been really helpful and stuff. And I thought maybe I could pay you back a bit. But I just wasted the food anyway.
Aww. My mind reels. I can't utter a single sound. I don't really have any friends. The few people I'm on good terms with would never do something like this. Evelyn stopped preparing meals for me the instant I can make them for myself. HRT is a multiplier to cooking skill. Even when she did, they were much more than leftovers of what she made for herself.
It was a dumb idea. Sorry.
Aww. Tara and Morgan confirm their feelings for each with a tearful kiss. Scroll up. Scroll up. Show the Yuri. My body moves on its own. My arms outstretch and wrap around her. Before I know it, I'm reaching up to her face and pressing my lips against hers. The minute I actually process what I'm doing, I'm pulled away and drop my arms to my sides. We both stand there awkwardly for a moment before I'm able to speak. Aww.
You're thanking me for screwing up making breakfast?
I'm thanking you for trying.
Oh, right. I guess that makes sense.
I've leveled my skill up to like 3 since starting HRT. I can fry an egg now. See, I wonder now, when I start, is it gonna... If you hit me with the multiplier, I think I'd be pretty fucking good. I do love cooking. I'm not crazy good at it, but I love cooking. I doubt someone like her would understand why this means so much to me. She has good people in her life. Random acts of kindness must be commonplace for her. I know how to make rice and grill a cheese. I could fuck up a grilled cheese right now. Ugh. I probably should not eat any more carbs today. But I could demolish a grilled cheese. It's a little late in the day for that. But for me, I've never been treated as anything but a tool. I spent years turning the idea in my head, thinking that I deserved it. It was easy enough to believe. So this moment means more to me than I could possibly say. Even if I actually knew how to talk to people, I couldn't do it. The best I can do is try to repay it in kind.
Maybe we could make something together?
Oh.
After all your videos have taught me, I'd be happy to teach you a few things in return.
Skip the bread and make a fondue. That'd be kind of bad. I just like cheese is fucked up good. Yeah, no carbs, it don't count. Somehow my mind thinks of a scenario where this is like a constant concern for civilization, so they sacrifice one person who wears multiple layers of dresses, shirts, trousers, and skirts, so the dead have some variety. You like sacrifice someone while they're holding like a full suitcase, and the other goes to like, yo, we got new shit. Yo, let me check. I want this one. Dibs on this.
Are you sure? I mean, I literally know nothing about cooking. All I do is slow you down.
She's protesting, but the smile on her face makes it clear how much she really wants to do this. Seeing that grin in person is way more radiant than seeing it through a screen.
That's okay. I'll take the lead, and we can go slow.
I take her hand again. She squeezes it, and I squeeze back.
Now, let's start with teaching you how to use a stove without burning the house down.
That's probably a good one
She
to know.
turned it up all the fucking way. I grab some sausages from the fridge and toss them in the now clean pan before putting it back on the
Okay,
stove.
so you're going to want to have the heat a little lower than the absolute maximum for this one.
She hit 9 on the induction. Can you wear a weapon? Does that count as clothes? It's 1 a.m. and now I'm hungry. I need to get a burger tomorrow on Monday. Oh. Oh, I accidentally replayed the sizzle. Fuck yeah. What do I want? What have I not had in long... What will be yummy that I haven't had in a while? What will be yummy scrummy that I have not had in a hot minute? I actually do not know. Chicken soup? I'm not much of a soup person, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a big curry person. Oh, actually, I do have some leftover curry in the freezer. And I have a lot of rice left over. Wait, I could make some good shit. That might be the move.
Okay, so you're going to want to have the heat a little lower than the absolute maximum for this one.
I figured the higher it went, the faster it would cook.
She's one of them. I hate that shit.
Technically, you're right, but that's also how you burn things beyond recognition.
I move behind her and put her hand on the pan handle, pressing against her back to move her hand side to side.
Keeping it in motion is a good way to make sure it cooks evenly.
Right. Cool.
I take her through the basics. She handles instructions surprisingly well. It helps that she's eager to learn. After the sausage, we move to toast, then coffee. She's sloppy, but she makes it work.
You're doing great. I'm impressed.
Is this the Yuri game? It is. This game's awesome.
Well, doing it with you is a pretty effective motivator.
Okay.
Very subtle.
When am I anything but?
We finish up with the... Dad, you know what I really want? I want a good vegetarian, like, sausage. I have not had that in so fucking long. I need to, like, I do need to dabble in, like, vegetarian, like, meat alternatives more. I've gotten, like, the mince for when I make, like vegetarian bolognese and shit like that. Or, like, just, like, some other shit that I can't, like, dirty rice, maybe. That would have been kind of badass.
Holy shit! That was so good!
Looks like you're a better cook than you thought.
Yeah, you did that, buddy.
Oh, please. That was like 25% me at most.
You still made a sausage.
But thank you. I definitely learned enough to surprise Mads when she gets back.
That bitch dead! I'm sorry! The mention of Maddie instantly sucks some of the joy from the room. As nice as this has been, I know it's only temporary shelter from the cloud looming still looming over our heads. Her smile doesn't falter at all, but I can see her eyes twitch slightly after she speaks. I wish I could think of something reassuring to say. I'd try just agreeing with her, but I know how hollow it would sound. But once again, she pushes it back inside. I know how that feels, though I have a much harder time smiling afterwards.
And the best part is that we don't have to wash any of the dishes since we're leaving after this.
We're washing the dishes.
Oh, come on!
She reluctantly drags herself over to the sink.
Oh, come on!
Oh, I didn't mean to hit that. Paneer? Oh, isn't that like the... Am I right in saying that's like the Indian cheese? I hope I'm right, because I'm going to sound like an idiot if I'm wrong. Yes! It does originate from, like, India, right? Or am I wrong in saying that? I'm going to look like an idiot if I'm wrong, because I love Indian food. Indian food the best in the world. Like, straight up. Like, no fucking contest. Easy. She reluctantly drags herself over to the sink. I remain seated and continue eating. Yeah. Yeah, bad news, buddy. It's not just halloumi. A few seconds later, Tara appears casually.
Hey, quick question. It should be okay if we leave Maddie's stuff here, right? I'd hate for her to come back and be missing all her super important films.
It should be fine. With us out of the way, Evelyn won't have any reason to focus on the cabin anymore.
Hey, Morgan, can you come here for a sec?
I jog down the hallway to find her staring at a hefty black bag sitting in the hall.
What's that?
It's Mads' camera equipment. I was just thinking that maybe we should shoot a video before we leave?
Like, film an episode?
Not quite. More like a summary of what's happened, for reference. Kinda like a black box in a plane.
Either it's like I think she's joking about the films all being gay, but I think maybe she do actually just be a film buff.
That way, that way there'll be a record. Something that could help anyone else who decides to look into this.
Damn,
A dead drop.
she's being kind of real. We could go die in the woods right now.
It's worth a shot. I can help you film it.
Are you sure? That's a professional quality camera. Even I don't know how half the shit it does works. That's Maddie's domain.
I don't even know how my fucking camera works. Genuinely, I don't know how my mic works either. My audio doesn't sound great in my last couple of videos, but like I don't really know how to fix it.
I'm sure I can figure something out. It can't be too hard to get the basics down.
I grab the bag and sling it over my shoulder, then grab the tripod with my other hand.
All right, let's get to work.
Let's get moving.
Okay, so, wait, let me...
Hang on, I think I've got it.
No, that's just going to access the archive. We need to get the focus right for the main shoot.
Things aren't going well. Neither of us can figure out how to work the camera. My only contribution has been getting it on the tripod. Most of the terms Tara's using fly over my head. She claims that Maddie's the one who knows all about how to make it work, but even her limited understanding is worlds away from mine.
I'm sorry. I wish I could do more.
Don't sweat it, you're doing fine.
Lie.
Maddie never taught me much. She, you know, makes the videos. I just do the talking.
Her voice is quiet. Maybe this was a bad idea. What it seems to be doing is making her miss Maddie even more. And I'm sure as hell not good enough to replace her. At least I finally managed to get the camera to a point where it's actually filming.
Oh shit, you got it!
She's humoring me. The picture isn't even close to being in focus, and I somehow managed to make the colors even more washed out than this place already is. It doesn't look anything like her most recent videos.
I can do better. There are still settings I haven't tried.
Tara claps me on the back, a bit too hard. She's so obvious.
Don't worry about it. The stuff is confusing. Maybe the blur will make it look more mysterious or something.
I once ate really good coconut cake on a Southeast Asian meetup. Too bad I did not know what it was called. Oh, that sounds good. I love coconut. I really do like coconut. I use it, like, I know it's not fantastic for you, but basically anytime I'm making a curry, I'd be, like, dunking a thing of coconut milk in there. It's just a really nice, really easy way of adding a shit ton of flavor. I wonder if there's, like, if coconut milk pasta is a thing, or am I just lying? Maybe it'd be a bit of a weird, it'd be a bit unorthodox, but I can't think of a reason off the top of my head why that would be bad. You could probably make some kind of really nice coconut pasta. Maybe there's a reason that, there might be a reason I haven't heard of that before. But I bet you could. There's curry noodles. I don't know. I hate anything coconut flavor except coconut milk and curry. Yeah, I coconut milk, I prefer basically anything over anything like else that's coconut adjacent.
Sure.
Pasta generally doesn't go well with sweetness? Maybe. I've definitely had a couple instances of just like, there have been some instances where I'm just like using whatever's in the cupboard. And I've made like spicy noodles, but I'm just using spaghetti instead of like noodles. Because it's just what I have and I need to use up food. You know what I mean? And honestly, it's like fine. It don't matter. It's still kind of yum.
Hello, everybody! Welcome to a very special, not quite an episode of Terranormal. We've had a lot of crazy shit go down in the past couple weeks, so Morgan and I are putting this together to make sure we don't miss anything. Who's Morgan, you ask? She's our inside woman, as they say.
You were inside that
wouldn't
woman,
have found
buddy.
any of the stuff I'm about to tell you about if not for her. And she's been a hell of an assistant, too. Mads would be manning the camera right now, but, she's not here right now. It's complicated.
Yeah, I hit the random bullshit go a lot. I hit the random bullshit go constantly. I don't be measuring jack. I'm just like, yo, if I put enough stuff in here that I know works... like, especially when you live on your own, you can just be like, bad at this. Kinda good at this. Yeah, there we go. Done it. Yes. Her voice dips for a moment. Oh, she did do that. They did. Wait. Oh, yeah. I forgot. Tara canonically gets pegged. I forgot. I remember that does happen. I forgot that was canon. So she looks like she's embarrassed I brought it up. I'm sorry.
So, where to begin? Well, I suppose I should start with a little story about a spirit, also known as the only time I've had fun in church.
She launches into a story about having to take a single moment to think about it. I feel like I'm watching her transform in front of me. Transform? I'll be talking about that in the next video, because Mew learns it, and it doesn't run it anymore because it's not a good set, but it used to. Her uncertainty is gone, her anxiety is gone, the melancholy she's had inside her since Maddie disappeared is gone. It's like she's glowing. I wish I could tell her how wonderful it is to see, but I know I'd never be able to say something like that.
Anyway, that's pretty much all we have right now. Hopefully Mads will be back soon.
Egg on rice with bacon is my current go-to. Oh yeah, I need to mess with vegetarian bacon more often. I really do. Oh, I love the something I haven't done in a while is when you make like, instead of bacon, you use like strips of carrot. Like you basically just hit a carrot with a fucking potato peeler, and you just fry like really thin strips of carrot. You do that right, that shit's delicious. I hear her voice shake for a fraction of a second. She corrects it instantly, but I know I heard it.
I'm not gonna lie, there's some bad shit out here. Maddie got caught up in it somehow, but it's nothing that's gonna last. Am I in danger too? Sure, but that's nothing new for me. You're talking to a girl who nearly got eaten by a bear because park rangers suck at their jobs. I'm just making this so we don't have as much to go over when we find her. The dry air out here is killer on my throat, so I could use the help.
She coughs loudly. I'm not sure if it's real or just for emphasis.
And Evelyn, if you find this, know that we're gonna make you pay for what you did.
Oh.
Her
voice breaks again. This time it's unmistakable. Maybe this was a bad idea. She takes a minute before she starts talking again. Her voice is shaky. Her face is a strange expression I've never seen before.
I'll do whatever I have to do, you know? If you're watching, I want you to know that. Can you just give me my friend back? Can you just do that now?
God, the delivery is so fucking good on Tara. Oh.
I'll do anything, I swear. I don't care if we don't find any more evidence. I don't need anything else from this trip. I just want Maddie back.
That's old. I just can't watch this anymore. I leave the camera and run to her side. I throw my arms around her and I feel her body sink into mine.
I'm sorry, Tara. I'm so sorry.
I wrap my arms tighter as I feel her legs give out. It's all I can do to keep her upright as she starts to sob into my shoulder. Unease settles in my chest. I've never had to do anything like this before. But I have to try. I have to do something. Okay. This is... Okay. I forget which one's the right one. I think you have to let her mourn. I think because you can miss out on the good ending by picking the wrong one here. I'm almost certain I should let her mourn. I'm almost certain I should let her mourn. She do need this, low-key. This is a fucked up thing to do. You've got go on. Everything that's happened has been my fault. There's probably nothing that I could say that would make up for that. Maybe I shouldn't say anything. Just hold her like this. Physical comfort is all that I'm good at. Don't say that, Umph. I think my grandma called it... Oh, I hope I don't butcher this. I'll give it a shot, though. Gamoose noodlin? I feel like I butchered that, but... She sliced carrots and something else, and I don't remember, into thin strips and cooked it in oil. You know, I've been doing that a lot. I did mention it earlier. I've been doing, like, those like, pancakes, where it's, like, literally just, like, flour, water, and a little cornstarch. And then you just put a shit ton of shredded vegetables in it, and you mix the whole thing up. That is so good. That is so good. It's so... I could fuck up more of them, but I did have some for breakfast, so I'll probably pump the brakes. Just a really good way of using a lot of, like, leftover veggies, too. I'll take care of her. It's the least I can do. I lower her down to the ground slowly. I don't even feel the snow on me.
Take your time. Getting it out will help.
This is all such bullshit. Why would she take Mads? She wasn't causing any trouble.
She grabs handfuls of my sweater where her hands rest against me. I don't stop her.
I could have helped her. I could have talked this
Yeah.
out with her, but I didn't. And because of that, I
gave up on thinking of something to say. I'm better at saying nothing anyway.
should have let her stay home. I should have listened to her when we were out here.
She pulls away from me and sits down in the snow. Then she smiles. It's a bitter, broken smile. The kind of smile you can only form when you don't know what else to do.
I just keep ruining things, huh?
Tara, you aren't the reason the two of you came here.
My parents bought some pancake mix for my sister one time, and that thing was the densest thing in the world. It sucked. I do want to, at some point, try making... Just because I've never really been a huge fan of them, but I think I should give it a shot. The like, American style of pancakes, where they're a lot thicker. Never really been my cup of tea, but I feel like I wouldn't mind trying it at some point. I usually do the extremely thin pancakes, where you fold, like, where you fold them multiple times.
I was. This is on
But I'm not
me.
big on them either. I've done a savory pancake every now and again. That's fun. Oh, fuck, you know what I need to make? I need to make a Dutch baby. I need to make a Dutch baby. Dutch babies are so fucking good. I don't have the right pan for it, though. I don't have a pan that I can put in the oven. Okay, sooner or later, I gotta do that. Sooner or later, I gotta do that. I hold Tara. I hold her with as much tenderness as I can, and she breaks into heaving sobs on my shoulder. I feel her body rocking with loss and pain, and her hot tears fall and freeze on the ground below us. Let her feel the extent of her grief. It's a pain I can never understand. The pain of losing someone important to you. Meeting Tara, I've only just started to know what that bond is like, but it can't compare to what she has with Maddie. Tara's wailing growls muffled as she buries her face in my chest and hugs me tightly. Hesitantly, I stroke her hair in return. Time passes. Eventually, Tara goes quiet. Quiet, even. She sniffles and shakes in my arms, but relaxes with each breath. I never found any words to say. We sit there together until Tara finally lifts herself from me. Her face red and puffy. She gives me a weak smile and wipes her face. I start to pack up the camera as she cleans herself up. It seems like this might have helped after all. I should probably just leave it be and head back with her. One thought keeps burning in my head. I have to tell her.
Tara. I'm going to make sure you get Maddie back. No matter what.
My fucking goat! She stares at me like I spoke to her in another language. And she finally gives me a smile that doesn't have an ounce of sorrow in it.
I know. If anyone can, it's you.
My fucking goat. I'm not sure what she means by that. I hope she's not thinking the same thing I am. She probably thinks I'm just talking big, like I'm some brave knight about to go kill a dragon. I wish that was true. But I'm thinking about the one way I know I can save her. The way that only I can. And that's to give Evelyn what she wants. Me. Oh, shit. We don't talk on the ride back. Tara doesn't even fidget. I figured the wet pants would make sitting still harder for her than it already is, but she's completely still. It isn't until we stop in the village that she speaks.
I hope you don't think I'm mad at you for bringing us out here.
You aren't?
Nah, I know you just wanted to make something good happen for all of us. Things just didn't work out that way is all.
Yeah, the thing, like... Yeah, I very rarely went into waffles with syrup, right? Well, honestly, just those awful waffles in general. I don't really have sweet waffles that often at all. When I was younger, I had a lot of the potato waffles. I liked them. They were okay. Why not kill Evelyn? This would solve the problems. I think she's like... Yeah, I think... Okay, maybe that's a sign this is definitely in... Geez, you could just stab her. You could just stab her, I guess. I don't know. I guess she's, like, fucked up in a skinwalker, so maybe she... Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say it's Europe and not the US, so they got no gun. You just hit up the government and be like, yo, can you let it slide just this once? We got, like, a skinwalker. Please, can we have one?
Besides,
Gay? Her voice trails off into mumbles. After a moment, she takes a deep breath and restarts.
Coming here meant I got to meet you.
Aww.
I'm sure as hell not complaining about that.
I'm sure you've met plenty of fans in person.
Yeah, but you're not just a fan. Not to me. You're a lot more than that.
What are you saying?
She suddenly looks away from me. I think she's trying to hide the fact that she's blushing poorly.
I don't know, just... I haven't ever really met anyone like you before is
Gay.
all.
For a moment, strange thoughts fill my head. I wanted to say more than that. I don't know that I want it to be. I just want more. I know better than to ask for that. Fans in prison?
If it helps, I haven't met anyone like you before either.
Well, I could have told you that one. I am one of a kind, you know.
No argument there.
She's so awesome. I'm having a hard time looking at her. I don't know why. This is a new feeling. I push it away and reach for the carriage door instead. There's a weird air in the carriage
Let's
now.
get inside. We still gotta figure out how much of your stuff we can fit in my closet.
You whole lesbian? You whole
I
lesbian?
mean, I could just leave some of my clothes on the floor. That's what I do at home.
Not happening. I like being able to see my floor.
Can't blame a girl for trying.
I can't help laughing. She laughs too. She's going to be okay. I know she will. And I'm going to make sure she stays that way. Oh, okay, gang. I did want to get to that scene. I did want to get to that scene of them in the snow, like, making the video, because I think it's kind of beautiful. But I might leave it there. I might call it a little early. I actually, you know what's fucked up? I have no clothes on the floor, but I do have Jumbo Josh on the floor, which is kind of funny. Close enough. Like, as much as I love this game, I think that's just a good stopping point, and two, I'm a little sleepy tired. I do think I'm a little sleepy. I think what I'm gonna do, especially now that we've been talking about it, we've been talking about cooking and shit, I think I'm gonna go to the store and pick up some stuff. Not food, actually. I think I want to get... I need to buy a big frying pan. I need a big frying pan. I have a Lego on the floor. I tiptoe around. That's awesome. I used to be like that, too. Oh, you need to recover your mana. No, genuinely, yeah. Waking up at noon, that shit hits you like a ton of bricks. I would also like to do some... Like, even though I am a little sleepy tired, I would like to do some work tonight. Basically what I want to do, because I'll do a lot of recording tomorrow. I want to dump all the footage I have right now for the next video into Vegas and get it like chopped up. I've done all of that up to like the end of Mewtwo's section, which doesn't sound like a lot because it's obviously the first Pokemon I talk about, but that's a decent bit. That is a decent bit, I promise. The Lego Sonic Racing Crossroads Lego sets and the 2016 Hot Wheels. That's kind of tough. It's fucked up. I kind of don't fuck with the Lego Sonic sets that much, minus the Biolizard, which I've been tempted to pick up a couple times. But I do want the silver minifigure. That'd be kind of cool. But yeah. I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go buy a frying pan. There's something else I need to buy as well, and I don't remember what it is. There's some shit I need. I don't remember. But yeah, I think going out for a little bit in general would just be good for me at the moment, because I need to kind of wake myself up and I'll do some work tonight. So yeah, I know I'm going to be up late tonight because like I've bungled my sleep schedule, so it is what it is. But listen, thanks for dropping by. I always do really enjoy streaming this game because it's just, I really do like it. I mean, it's going to be snowing on the way back. Using it as a drying pan, low-key kind of smart as fuck. Apparently the first merch of the Biolizard ever. That's kind of tight. I did not know that. Holy shit. That's fun, actually. I like that. But yeah, I'll catch y'all next week. I'll probably do a Wednesday stream next week, unless recording the video takes a lot longer than I anticipated. But yeah, this was a lot of fun. Bye. I'll get this up on the second channel in a bit. Hope y'all have a good one.